All right, so together let's celebrate life this morning. Together let us celebrate life this morning. It doesn't matter say we sorry and no pay what the car. And from we say we da sorry and no pay. We home for one chapel. And from we say we da sorry and no pay. We are sujani won worry. And now we are unemployed unyojuma. What is important? The Yan say we won. Original penny forces are won kwa dear. And as we celebrate life this morning, may we also not refuse, hesitate, talk to thank the giver of life. I know Pediana Senica be a ma and Cobra. Or Hatamunum Kumachasa for Rade. So not dominant woman born in a shot of punch. And next year, April was made that to do back 11th April 2025. At just a 4 ma Quenya said, and they enter a more or the account. John Pay will sing praise and thanks to the giver of life. I'm watching. Good morning. And thank you. That was a swift feed in OK 101.7 FM. It was a sword journey and none of pay. Ade Akye Abia Hana Ghana Kasa Hana Ghana Tie. We're just about 6 minutes to 7. We've just kick-started. We just have a couple of non do pay. We've gathered together to do Ghana's business. Hana Ghana Kasa Hana Ghana Tie. No contest, no competition. Affirmative Captain Field Marshal Ohenenana Kwame Amoh. Namudi Ama Morning Show President of the land, Kwame Amoh. But the show is heavily produced by Dr. Father Dixon, Kennedy Asanto say yes, and one media ma a trace as a Kwame Amoh. Jaria Rafat nya bigi asli woman of faith. Ancient to Niema. What's the anchor on free OK 101.7 FM? Ade Akye Abia.
It's a good morning, the best breakfast show in the county. Yes, it's okay. 101.7 FM.
That's right. Yes, through your social media platforms, I would only join us with your thoughts, your views, and all that. What have you? Ghana kasa nano pay. O come on, Poma, and this man you could office a war. I say Sodom and Gomorrah, a jet them. I see Bufra, I say coffee. Jesus. Bawku biem. Jesus. Bawku biem. Jesus. Jesus. So you let me tell regional minister Obama a market. You're the reason why. A joma Tom Muniema. I want to come now. Majority leader Hassan Ayariga. Mahama Ayariga, sorry. Me Daniel wo get you to national market a jom winter. My post dancers for Henry IGP. Only police in Penifo to one traffic crime. One more call, one more call. Because I some the news that bend that. I bet you have some gents a few Bawku. Naman Penny Dadabedi ex-Vice President Dr. Alhaji Mamadi Bawumia said, kwanyi abambofo fa so ye niema na nse na ha ya hard titru we ba no wo mo ne minority fo nkitawudi a wase wale kwanya wo mo fa so call Reverend John Ntimfo do fie we ya ade ya we ni papa mu a wase aminsa ne ya ade aminsa ne ko obi fie na we mu ko ye no obi en nkraman ana nkraman de mu ye kibab ana wele awe mu ana nka mo ye ne dan put your asam krona hu minority atro krata ade akoma speaker say anti speaker or head ya ban ade bambofo eye minority MPs no enti ye the papa mu no ya che Cameroon ni bi Cameroon abrante bi oni ni nuanom afoforo 43 no internet wa mu kron we wi wa mu bon wa internet so esa wiye nipa koton wiye nipa de corrente ye do mu ye nkrutu nyuma achiro makoko na Tema Development Company Limited TDC ya kanima penina nado e wo fa se ye wo hono man penida da nado dan ko akufu ado no wo fa se o de ne koye managing director e wo Tema Development Company Limited ye ura no koye wo hono no ensase wo ma kwa ma ofori atabusuafo toto no fofofo anso wow nabraso curtains what Tema Development Company curtains a business here dem Tema Development Company Limited the curtains keke you had 45,000 Ghana cedis na AC Tema Development Company Limited one curtains ye fini e besia 45,000 Ghana cedis minister nene ayadianko curtains na curtains dia wa curtains dia obi ko didi nkwa na beye mu anase sai anya fi oh come anya futro ni anase tinta na beye curtains mu keke yan ko si curtains keke no 45,000 Ghana cedis anya mi na me kan managing director for Fra Wako Kafu and Obama na Ankani Education Minister Dr. Yeweduchu on also the Kakra Wako Boa Edum ejedu for wa shop sisi you know Wako wankone nsapan once na ni hwe no posani nsem 100,000 Ghana cedis 1 billion and cement baku 200 and so my do ajiri mrase begeni anodom court to send you so 2024 election on one we need so we need yopo FBN Emily chapter 7 last but one Davido Nigeria nyumtini Davido Jinaya wesi ye mema wa fodo do san ene betu asisa jinaya yi bi Davido waso no pe free na eko otuni satia setting kata de kafom the penetete mase trasro do se wa no pe free na eko so obefa ni irechi pa no oba fofra kwafrompa se ne pa embassy o masoda ye chom ni die chom tanya ne yere pa dia obeka se ne nan no trespass Davido no Mama wo for do asan. They go young grafas I great Jonathan. Michelle Obama yanka ne American man no first lady. Osan ya no kreso ni Barack Obama eja. Just because I think microphone on the Barack Obama will program us. Now Donald Trump when we inaugurating the crowd. One can you know speculation is right. Was it that be a young so more opposition. So I saw here 102. I shall 1-2 no to any position be at the former first lady. Well, we have to 2 on 1 year, have to 2 years. Jawad go be a man. 3 minutes after 7. This is okay 101.7 FM. Ade Akye Abia. Once again, good morning. Thank you very much. And welcome to Ade Akye Abia. Hana Ghana Kasa, Hana Ghana. Let's Ghana talk this morning.
Okay, FM 101.7. Good morning. It's a good morning. The best breakfast show in the capital. Yes, it's okay. On 101.7 FM.
Non so ba pa won suma miensa. Na yamu makwa ba ide na ya to adwumedie no so. Na ya to adwumedie no so no. This way chocolate drink. Ye ni pedua no super charger. Eno ne charger ye de charge ni pedua no. O phone call low battery a o charge. So phone call low battery a o charge. One charge a wuntumi use. Chana ni pedua no so. Sedamuni na wo ye adwuma wie na wo kwa wo atumi se wa bre wa ye mre ase kontomre de akaja wa ye boho gove ase yarefo kokoko mre wo sori anopa sa no a what do you need a battery e be charge obiem ama hoden a efiri mu a wa ye mre no be san so nya ne biewu na pedua no battery so be charge a this way chocolate drink. Dia wunyani nsohie so wonders this way chocolate drink they do and ye me wo mu no wonfo ni hu I said drip e die si ya afo so hu ni nso nko a nanso so eduro nko a koko nye me wo mu a ekọ ni pedua ni mu a ekenya ni pedua no ye revival wo mu ni na bi wo this way mu unu bi that sanehwe na wo be yada akoya no pay the breakfast tis when you spring run abo fruit sense obi obemi achikosi ama befu se pi one for dasta no dia shepan no nu atosti dia boso a enye bad kra eno pe na da roma ena yesi ehun kran na etu ye honfo amra ye dijumedi asase yi abusia eye asam kakra bi ense da anye asam kese bi asa Obadi a wo boy no nipa bia o wo miroye de ka ni weakness no o wo miroye obi miroye eye sabi adwamambo ene oye be ma jesi we hu se ne me wo so skirt mu na da de da ni nantem hu na mane enti amabi kura sabi wo mo front ha wo mo amadi wo makoneti akotom na amene yi wo mo da prison ebi mra yo no obi nsumra ye krono ani ye ska no udi sie hefa o cha botokura o biebie ni hinim se him book o behu bebia ma ne se o de wo so ye careful se de o betwene nsa setup no na we you person efiri botom o bag ma na so we you your friend say o wallet nefiri o back pocket. And to about Cronwam or that prison. I know a police station. We be some roye. A buffoo. And yes, a buffua. And some more Becky can we answer Okatan is what can ya. ocho obi a yaboni deliverance won kai we emro ye no bia obi no obeka so ye infallible so no ne de sinto bia ni no ho do obeka sa bia woboa janano a ya jenkwa Jesus bas asisi wa wo mo ba na bodin se oye perfect o se da bi asasi we su pa de do wo wede ene honam owie peye do wie peye wa ye perfect ni eja wo soro no Noah na ni weakness ye de yin ensa jana no kra wono mpese obekwa akọ no obi a de ayare nti wono aye bobetro a wono aye ne nsa wotwa na ba no aye ne nsa fufu ni pito na esiwo bites na eja Noah malas kra wono ye bro ya ma ni mai kodi no ho agora ma mienu na befa no kata na deja so Abraham so de Abraham de say ye na ye nim eba ya baba besi ne nana Jacob so na Jacob dadafo ne wofa Laban dadafo ne maame Rebecca dadafo ekowie se ne ma enso be ya adadafo mo ko dado mo papa sa bo bia chi Joseph obi a wo mra yo tanano Paul kura de ne de akọ urade anim se memro ye urade osmadom doson man emro ye na ye kan ho asem weakness no me pacho nipa bebre ntumi nyai because omo fi se emro ye no se wo mo danedi ana wo mo ya eye urade no ma ya bone die tia no enya no kure omiro ye no a yetufu ase jai a wunyai no enka urade o na wo dia Satan de ye no osoro no dia no betumi aye che Satan de akai se jai nsa no musu wunyai eye omiro ye weni je wo pentuwa mu ti ye nyai o sabi sa wonum wa na se wakuma ohuru anniversary balu a eye hwa na aye wana unya so mfaso etoje wa enti ade betumi aboa wo ma wo mroye wotumi agai and say look at the negative impact enya wo wa so ani pakase pa obolotwe se da yankure ka no kase chen yokozuna ana no dia frompa udi mampemfra eso oba sese ntoma wodi kwa yie ekwo wi ase anyamia mpata anyamia mfefi asebi HIV ezerboni unye bi esu ho so se de wafun aye ekanyame enkanyame satrim pono na mankrofo aye o madwene se nyame de se we am ye eboni amaye tia nyame unye ntia obi wa ye tia wa ho jai jotu numu o jawi numu o dabi wodi nse uhinim ayese exhaust pipe na wisie frimu ba ena ye ode de bia wanum ase hibidie wom na wisie kumo ejana so ena ope jotu nuwi na wonum no ebe ma nyame akoma ene nyame lungs ene nyame kidney ena besai aya wo kidney ni wa lungs wabufuo ba asa wo ye friend say ayi aboyiri wo ye ne classmate wo ba bese wabufuo ba wo tia Chuck Norris ana ye friend say Cynthia Rothrock wo woni misade yi how edu nya ade yi ma ntumi ntina wo ho me de se mitiri sanfo sa na efi ete yenso so sanfo so oba besia wabufo ba na wujiga otoroto a wo che mulimuli nti bufo na ma mema ba no omukọ no ha nyame kwan ben so one ha wo revival bi anso so wo all night bi front seat just want to say ekuo bi abo mo kwa atwea fair yesen no atua 7 e front o kwa ba ma ebufuo ama be ma nyame de bre wo no wakeke wadwuna tie na kafo ache na manako obusia na no pay ye na ye nhwe ya brabom ade na ye omroye me pese me twe wadwene si se sam mroye no a waye wadwene se kia wo ho nso so mpese ubetwa akire no esunsun sanso no wo ya enya nyame asem o eye wa so for you to be able to stop that weakness, consider the damning dreadful effect enya wo so na sensun so na enya wo so a ana sensun so na enya wo so na carry antro no bekoso aya ana na no stone board de bonyum na no ya no kofa ba yo wa wujejireje 30 minutes after 7 ya better this way chocolate drink as so ya sene me de enkranse na afutu semi eba no pay already seated oba mama chen
ya bra pani sofo
na eze ya bra pani sofo menye de wan
ayu de fa sofo nyame ni pa fe no why fe no why
nyame ba
senia bible no to obu ase na utimi dosomu amiso na metia na mani age pa wo ben nyame pa o ya tweme bata moto oh, I love how you love God. I mean, I nyamemma nyina ohwe obi a mani tua na enya around her say but
me shine is a cozy odum. Praise be ni pa wo ye lent wa ha.
I mean things we quote ba akokorada.
Oh, your man kwan hey, ayati drive.
Oh, okay.
I drive no kwantan say drive no do menkwoti because I know no asofo no din kan be preach. It's on nyame asem ni we kan.
Oh, okay.
And they are no fa nyame asem but oh wo ye praise be ni a wasum
no ye die wurawura no nyesa.
Oh, me na me ka kire. Oh, de okọ Ramzia wo nyina oh wone mpenifo aye adwuma praise be adwuma nim even COP na nankati afrempon kura
okay.
As a kwame wusi edromi asom no e wo praise be mu.
Oh, and there's a when you pokuma no what was simple sir.
Oh, wanka se o.
Tinka we say wa ba na ekura ne bag you.
Why?
Yeah, nipa ye kan wa sem.
Hey Isaac. Anyway. Papa.
Na ba kwa the answer na be question no. We say David say dey.
Anka me baso. And say you know Isaac to me can be pet. Not just say masema manifesto am the farm one open we pay.
I was for na dey. David say dey.
Say ye ni binti yen say say come ayen.
One ne yere kope na ne business nyina e collapse.
Say
ena ba ko kan won fa ne yire chi da
kopim rapture
David ya ye nim ni ya ni amenu mi nim anafofo
onu a wosin
kaya mata for you onu a kaya mata
na dan ye nwanwa David adan
anada so for ka that say wonim ni David te Nigeria wo ye
antini plan sakra won
okay say ye nya ya
sa na soli be dan e poli anso bibia anso nyame ye o
well
David odi ekranti na me dey motivation no pay your weakness, identify your weakness. Men ka say ade we dey mentumi njai
na ye adwuma wo ho work on it
exactly.
Enti the moment abewu say ade we na metosini wo mu no eno ye first point e kire sampa ubetimi adi sunkunim na afu wi a wabeye ho adwuma okay enti si a wose wonfa ne yire chi
because utimi so watena se ehu the damning effect I was ade na wo ye no to wonya biem
okay
we a challenge come member wa fo yina say omumra bonte no obia
meka ne de
ana we no so be ya ni kwan so ka no kwa o se ma bible na wo so
exactly
so
that be na bible no kran kofo suro
we dia
asofo wo mu nsuro
we dia be
nyame nipa wo mu nsuro na wo mu suro a anka kroma say ye mpanifo ya ye to abade yi wo mu nya bible no wo mu gi a wo mu didi nsie
ampa o
wo mu wi ade na ekoso
ampa o
crops yi ekoso yi na wo mu suro nyame anka abefa bible ewie bedi ntro anka Ghana pen ye koye meeting a ni edi kan bompaye meeting na se ye bedi ntro saa ye wi a ya sa bompaye ni asore Awosofo. Profo nsuro Bible.
Enti Bible ni dey mfa ho.
Anki yemfa former president Rollins asem ni nyedwuma nka kosia ne snap. Kosia snap ni aye ne fefe.
Afi ne me hu se enti a wo se me mfa ho nsuro amutum. Wa pagidi no. Wa pagidi.
I didn't na sama mi ke mebu.
Oh, da bi e mendi Ghana pinifo achi.
Asama mi ke mebu.
She.
Me yemfa kosia we kwa de nye ne fi akokwa de no. Ne yemfa snap, ne yemfa nkurakura wo nsam. Na ye wi a yenhwe se ne amamuo no besi akoso. Se obi betimi akase wo kwa akodi sika wo kuro ma.
Anyway.
Sofo. Bible no wo mu nsuro.
Me see.
Wo be say a story book.
Mate. Yemfa Bible no. Yemfa Bible.
Ti ade ne ai.
Wonu amunu dua. Se da meye no.
Okay.
Bibi se ntome.
Ai. Na no hu bi anyina hoye. Ko won eya na obeka no.
Hey. Yes, you can want to say these words I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life.
Sure.
Aye. Sure. Now the channel say o de asema ba. Ne ka de enye ka na ho na emum ne yo no.
Sir.
But me je urade di say Davido me de mpabo betanisi.
Ya na me so me pewasem wasa nioma no ho. So obi tu gidia na mo se ya. As nyame nipa no wote a ya na ya wo de. Te obua no wo mpaibo.
No me ma wafo ne ntina wo mo yire no. So
asem wei na na ye bekan wa ha say 1:1 manu ensi. Cause am nyaaye. Say me se nkofo dwa. Tu de waka me mate me peda me nsa. Lofo me peda me nsa o.
Me Davido de na me se me bo mpa ya ama no.
Wo bia ye new record.
Oh, na two faces nso ye den.
Kaya mata oze.
Na two faces ye.
That say edin a ye de to no, enye nsunsuanso. Edin ye den two face. Two face. The first face no kire Ghana for. Edin wiase nyina. Second face na munhu.
Problem ni ho. I know hey.
So for
on say Africa pa ye serious say be develop it.
Asem na waka no.
Na no Wednesday na Isaac ni me di nkomo bi.
Okay.
Na me say from here. Say Ibrahim Traore.
Okay.
Burkina Faso president.
Aye.
Young guy.
Aye.
Minim say when you di nachi mro obeye mampani no.
Oh yes. Yeah.
Can you imagine how many assassination attempts akono so?
Is it 21 or more?
Man dey say 18. Boni be pa na Ibrahim Traore wo ba ye waye. So,
we hwe mo de nwu o.
Wednesday dey na Isaac kan ya meyem hye me kura ne se enipa bi a wo ye recent one no. Wo attempt recent one. Can you believe say they were able to break through the bands no?
Oh yes.
Straight to the last security point. Woman Traore, woman baby order time order. More anyhow vulnerable he is. Bribe will be $5 million.
And they took it.
And Omuji.
You need to burn no shuffle.
Omuji, you know. And now woman the command say, Yera. Abia ya no beka wunyi ni. Sheske obia di ni. Bisa se free hen. Osmunya wai. Osnipa bonifo bia wo mo pese. Wo mu tu ade so. Yen kire wo so nsraban na yenkun. Sika wo mo de aboye paanie. Obi ade ni.
Evidence ni nie.
Na yen so ye hwa. Fitibra wo beye mampani wo Burkina Faso. Wonye wo ma ne bone.
Nanki ye nti wo krom ha.
Nipa bi sei na da tintirima pese wo mo ba beto se. Mampani bi ba ya. Say as I speak with you. Burkina Faso ndi obi aka wo. Omo datin na we
ba na anu ya o.
I'm telling you.
We nhie moje nwu o.
Wo mo nane obi ya o. Wo mo ndi obi aka wo. Ano mo say skano yaje.
Tenor policies or dia ba.
Yaje for two reasons. One, to give you evidence, they say we have been bribed to assassinate you. Say be your bejedi. And number two, we yes ka dia yem puntunyuma. Nto manya sika na nsam fun say ndom de bedi ajekoye.
Jekoye.
This is my question. How many of Nkrofo wa mo ben can be this lawyer?
Okay,
a burden.
You benya bi Ghana say.
You might that be me why?
You benya bi o man
So for club
Ghana. Imagine that TDC, former managing director, what to Woma, you could see curtains 45,000 Ghana.
I dear individual, you when you fear one more sack.
I was in machine, you say.
Individual, you when you fear one more sack and a software.
Anyway, washing machine, you say. Say, I buy one in any age. I will ride there.
And you money, you chin from your chin condemn. Yes, I know you do. Now, when you're brony bay any trimodian software. Why the bay say? Why not do a mine now? What bay say? But so for tea gun and some are read to me woo. Sika ya boy kwa amount for bottom. Nipa when one more tell sorry them. Yana bisa teachings ban a year was sorry them.
I had never made the say ya mukasa ya wa mutia sorry them, but omun kwa sorry. Obi betu mi akochoba ati choba but no need. Meboa.
Sir.
And you be a watch over Biano Coco Didi. One
Joby.
Could you be?
And you no cray.
I'm telling you, sir. Yo, Media Sassam way pass NDC, Aba way pa, Yama, me, Aba way, Diamede track or me. Whatever evil. Our Mababa Becase, Abandadani, yeah. So woman follow to it logical conclusion me who say ye die tirema ne kosi say 2020 years abetwaba
ye beto
na all the Republicans aka kire Donald Trump
yes
say Elon Musk na okofa no no a sa ense hunu assignment na de ma no no a wo yi nkrofo adu rough who dey say who here we wie
ai
ento akwadwe who dey who say no komeboa also me Elon Musk letter say unprepared in one. Media Jamaica Mampany John Dramani Mahama said. Me are sure that the second coming no but so believe legacy. Legacy na money only limited to Ghana. But in the party.
The party nankasa.
All the Mampany that na now the Danko Kufuadu we won the MPP for Kajeno. Say luso mulusi ye na. Wa plan ye na boboano.
Ah, ni hunti. The policies binti. And ye can a MPP for now.
Makwa mano so abani ato aso mo refisa asem we.
So for da bida.
Mampeni na nado, mampeni dada na nado. Ya to abama no ko otumfo se tutuo. Na na tu no fo.
What tu no fo?
O se baby a wadru yi won fese kan ye.
Da bi o.
Edi wanya bi. Yenya no so wachi wu wi ase. O se dia aka wa ne se ubeje din.
Ah.
Luma fa monyom. Luma fa monyom.
Ah.
Nipa beji ni din yo. Wa me prini ntre. Na me kwa ma no so mra.
So for kwabra.
Jo to story no to ye wie. Ba papers nim. Omo na asam wa ye reporter. Yankɔ no ne ne se enne. Enne fiada Ade Akye Abia dwumedie ase. Omo no ma che.
Aka popo me
Na bakode.
Kisi kwa yesu de kura mu na.
Wadaro ma wo se ejane wisie na nko muma umma wa unya yare bia na.
Somo no all experience amowa mo de juma ya change yesu jina chi ane yere. Sidi bi sia tutu ya no man tie be si bi sa ya na ya kai mo. Ye mo fo mo na mo ni ase parent na yesu sie ni bi bia esi fo a.
Ewie. Me bon wisie yusi no bi bebi sa se ne ye wisie ben ya. Aya mampon. Siniama nyoku NDC office e wo ho. Yeah, the new publisher the worker tell you what you abase. What say to the Mungumore, the Munu Yakutua. Amase pa. A young woman who could answer money.
You some of that. And then answer your whole brother said, no, so no, I never no components here. And a party no, the tongue card more. It's a communication officer no. We are Kuba school. To suffer. Essentially for say we hear one kita ho bidi anti yemra na ye call your necessary party man no abua demo e wo party no office ho no mo na ibisa ne say di asema e no tere say asem de mu bi kapa na omonya ne tie say benefit bi anfu bi o mampo ne o mo ka bi ewu mu organa asei enya wo won ka wa afọ mo beti enti ibisa se na ka wa be no se o mo chiri se iru mu nyina ne se o mo tu abani wie no a MDC ba power no party ni se mo omo wo pepa se wono mo bepre MC di brero mampo no wo do mo kraka ko Asante Regional Coordinating Council mpeno mu na beti no ebi ekoso ndi beti ni wie ni pa mensa Mohammed Moro and afenso Kamel events Alaji Kamel ana afenso solo Yakubu isi for no parliamentary candidates in the year 2024 elections no send parliament say na one more qualify was Asante Regional Betting Committee for the Democrat akoko pimu ewo enkranti one more any parliament say and then ya mantanyi no ba ku din na oba da ye MC ewo Asante Mampo ase na wono mo brebro mo aso ase se wono mo atini se na no mo yin bi ewo Asante Mampo kire se Mampo no de aya Asante kro na sabe mpediasa se de edin bi te se Asamoa ana se anim ana se ye bo bi entini ko sima man tifi do so ko assembly member kra ana se unit committee member no Sazuna, one more than say, and you said, will be a one of the Stephen do a better antimum for Crumus or no other MC, and now they do a mampo for the center, one more for I forward the Omon Precra. I'm a dimby to say, a Kubu Mone, you see for Mone, dimby at the Kaka, said the honorable MC, David. The Luna, one more was a Maribia, a friend I started more. Enona I follow a teacher the man was one more epeno say one emra MC wa no and NDC what it have follow say koba sa de na wo bregu pa inside say one more kunkodimina for the past 8 years and some baba mo no o manya o hindia mana anta o mochi o manya bibia mana anta o mochi e one more na akonkodin firi me santi mina ndi se me sa koba say adi di aba na yan kai o mo na hu se bia sumasi na obanti bi na ya kan ni ona infuta na che na tinchira yan fa ma dia e de na wono mo so ati ase enyi o mo kira na se adwumade pa de eba wono mo se bi presidentsa o mo do party no a free moment fi do no na ya adwumade wa pa na o mo kira edu eba se adi di emra na no kwa kwa ebo ati video o mo dire ho a wono mo enti ase wo tin kokko da no woni mutirima oba Asante Mampo ne potemo a ya ka ne sei enipa edo NDC amanyo kro na wo mo ya kanfo wo meka se mo be se 10 to 15% o ma kan nyina no wo mo fi esirima mantifido NDC mo kokodin na se party no atima aba power na anya afi ne ka kire se ahani ya kanfo kro entino ezo kan ne mediso eno ele pa mo tisun te sikokro eda chiro mampene ni nipa eka bia wo mu wo endi samanye ko no se omunim na wo kofo bia ba na ebi no ene nipa mensa wo mo qualify vet no eru Asante Region koko pire mu ewo national no mu bia dia ene na DDM wo di se ono a lita mambe campaign mampo wa ono a press na ana ono aba ana na campaign na penifo no na se executive eba mampo number be campaign ma party o mo de mo twu mo free party nti wono mo the skoko de achira ban no se ana mampo ni se ono an party ma na issue fe no se e se a o pese wo ye no enya de gbogbo party no e wa ase that was last 2 days press conference o mo fe na eno na pa be se no wo twu o na se ati se wono mo sa ka mo bio ene no ye koya ene na bunu bia wo party no mo atemu ase eye party office wo okunya ni ade a wo table ni ade wo party no moto bi a mo de bi akoni aba nyina wo mo de jatum sisi mo asini nyina sefra na mso a eno no ena ema aposufon ACP Jude Cobra ono na Asante no police commander o Mampo ase ene na panfo eba na eye fire service for so ba ya mbedi ndumja no na police for so make sure say bibi atoto di ama asumije atimaba enti na sofo na obisa na paya de chi Asante Mampo no na atifo pe munchiremu no na mede adomo no
very well now yeah that means enya office nankasa no mutwe gya tum na emum japade a wo te se nkonwa no mu yipie ye ehye no
sure sanity ene party no mo twe gya tum na mu ne ma dia wo ho te se tables na chairs na wo mo tractor so edujuma na na mo yi eba monte so na party no so na motorbike bi ayalate awe kakra ti be bi ezo mo twe na mo de gya tum a to register their displeasure to the party hierarchy.
Aya de ni says agitation bi say e ma no homso na nipa na nkan se no mu na emu pia bonten be ka ya na ye expect say wo mo be ma mpanimfo brebia mo ma respond to wo mo nsem no o ka se wo mo frɛ sem telephone hie mu bo amane yese nipa miense wo mo qualify vetting no enya wo mu Bawku kra din na epie na maame na ni din na epie no vetting no kra wo mo qualify no on count anya bi wo mo ma mpanimfo timelines bi say wo mo respond ana wo mo tu wana mo na say wo ma ehufia wo me ye de wo ye
o tere se ebere na aka no na peli dia bubutu no esa anya se na wo mo betra se na ye twa na se wo no wa kenya mo wa bi wa ni se din na ba din ba o ti se de ya telefone no abesa frem se mo mra na ni mo tra se enka ho asem na se penyi frɛ na ono ka bi ho asem a ya na se wo twe na no e dia wo fom no edin enti wo mo kwekura wo mo twa frontam na wo mate sikokore da traba no se na ma penyi se se ni no to kidi sisim bi o mo de mo bonu so se de ya so wo fra se yi bi kura etisa no a obetuma atwa santem na aboa aye party no ma e wa santem ampanse
na asemisi ye besi sabe ya ye ka sei empenifo a ye party ne dada dwumedie so mampo wo makasa fa ho titru ne de hye mrante yi bo a emo mutu sa na mo
empenifo o mampo a party no eso mo sa de yenyan ti se o mu bia aka bibia the other party na no chairman no o ase no ono kra e preside bia ne bi me santi no the mabuni no metna ka te me we no onyi ni wo funu so asa onyi ni wo funu so onyi ni wo funu so ono so e koma na ope na wo mabre o mo te so mabre pa o pe nkofo atna mampo ase aya jumade wo ba do yes adi party na achi wo no ma ayo omo a omo kusku adibia ho do chairman no omo abako na akoko de a omo no na no mo se no awo de ezungu community no ma omo we se aye edo mo fidi na e ma sa no e no mo te sai sikoko no wono mo esese enema no ne ade no afa na ade atinti from the original hierarchy of the party no national and there so for one to be beyond from one of it ade achi na yebo bon pempe akọhọrọ mo na ni telephone bi akodi de komo se na me bia no akọkọ ba asa no telephone bi aka bi acho omo anasese na eno susu no eti mu na ade mu amanebo asum ye tiefo
we de to wu ko na ye bisa se ane bia no wutietie NDC bebuna wo mo mampo no a wo mo bo bon treni bi se kian kese ko ba se maame no na anti Esther na mampeni ebeyi no a dia ya hu wo me ya dia chensa na
se o mo tre se bibi ebi ni nya ko ba dia se ni telefone na abodi na wie ene o ese no o me ko so aye na o mo kira omo kra na omo ye de meso mu se bale sa party no epepa a omo won penifo mu gidi omo won penifo mu awo party no mu abeba from and the next lessons about constitutional lessons about in the year 2028 no omo se party ni pa eba won more party no e se be from pa eba sa the fortunes of the party no and also no there something at stake here won mo se omutu sana mo no a enya de se ebebo party nti telefone ni milu na omo ntimi ne party no epe enya chade a enka wonum de omo akoma ntimi ento omo yam na be ba for the past years no we say NDC akeka omo say woni kire se wonum anu ya bre ye pa wonum epe obi so le jengo kokoso no na wotima bedi omo so na Oshoma NDC JDM chapter 1 no enumuno de kokopio meten ni pa mo bo ni de se MC no na oyekamone na oni jogo community na no ya kanti kramo na emisari no antimi ha party ni so mo se Idi Muhammad ni so na ti so wono mo tutu muso ene ade a wono mo etushire ma ne ne ya juma na we dia for ya typically from Asante community ne dia the way their eyebrow.
So far police achi obi
yabi osofo ade no minim so mo kwade nkrata ade free eya apostle for nsem se wo ye demonstration bi ana be bi atisa ene ade betikiti na na ebeti samre ya ade sun die the young to say apostle for so aso bi ma bi a wa basa basa na se bi atisa ade
amro da beda siam pe
sofo
ana senkan
meda ela fansinia
ya sam treni ya man bofo mo no asamoa ana yene ne kasa yene na efa ensemo a epie efri mampon se NDC amanyoko no mabunu bi agiga ama party office enkonya ne tables ne japade bi e wo ho matwen begu abontende eja tum ahye condemn to gigrebu adanya mabunu se enipa wo mdo mudin ko yese wo mo PMC wo mampon no wo mo ye vetin wo mo so wie ye no miensa ene passe ye na wo menya ne ntie se miensa no Bawku bia ne din kan ho a wo ye oba Esther Jumo empenifo asomage no edini fire kire baba be wuram enom se dabi no bagawaya ba mu yada wo mo mpene so ema wo matusa na mo no nkomo ena omo no asam wo ko mamponti ya ne ne twetwe ya wo nkomo he se dia asam no ekosi ya waboya mane efiri kama bringing the time to 39 minutes after 7 Ade Akye Abia live on OK 101.7 FM sini ayini wana yegunsam so
asofo ansama na woka ene se bra na nado danko akufado ne second term okopie mu otumfo nche ne wotunefo se wonya din papa nto ho eno ne bebia wodi siye and legacy ho asa na woguso awoka no
enti ye besere mpenifo o se Senegal mampeni wono so se Sierra Leone Senegal mefi onso young guy bi sa
okay
ana o ka kire government appointees ni wan se e mo bi amfa na picture no office
sa me kai sa wo kan wa ha
mo mfa wo mo yere ne wo mo ma picture
enti wo bedi boni a
no wawe
ai
no wawe
boni ya wo ba bedi that woni ho no mo a wo madi na da so tu die bokro no di sika no ko wanim se ya na wo be hu ne ye beto ma
wo the papers ne ba na dance aba be kai nsa se oba be hia oba no pe bi oba se ne nana wo ho a
na nka mbesira nana Tupac
na akwa yesa na obi be ka say eh na onye responsible of ase kura woni mu nana where about
Debi seminar na connection ti wo ko ba bia won kra
we de na echu di o
na connection na zumini na wan kra mi
na ene bia Isaac na dia asemesi o
sir
na se se edan ya tetere ma etu coordinate be ja
me no be ya adwene because un se da na wo ko kra mi no with the pressure to Isaac so say sales no onye no pepe
ba we wo
yeah shows that this time Isaac na be se man kra no abahamagi
agramo we dey in person and pay ahaboko na onam
anopa bia se de mbehwe me na napom na jami be chia me na me ba oni wona misi odi adefo ma chi o elija onsi waje me so
adisi bi dia me nyare
Debi se edi me na na odi bia onu ha na odi na de
onse a company bi manager no ejejeje sika no aje carry forward kura no atu kwan ya na tese overdraft na waje ego check bi abana kwata account ni mu na to ni adete sana ya na nataye etu akwata na meni aje kidia ne wa ho kirem
but Isaac de wanya mmobo
sa
debi adapa hu na envelope kufu
na ya brown
white na de mi won kra ni say ya bi oya attachment no wori na sheko ne no wori mi muska mina mesike na mina mbaso mi ya careful
e jo de wa se brown go be ka se wo so o ne ti ya ka
Oyo mu ge no si ibanyo. Esa kwa bia get ni bi ogoshia ge bi na oye adwuma mining company. Oga check ge ni say won na oye GM ho. Ge no afane namfo say we nya GM mining company. Ko ya ko ni gina gate. Na nyawo na so ye GM. GM say gate mine. Wow.
Overseer gate man, so I'm fine, sir. I'm fine.
Nigeria general manager says you beba on to back day.
That's anything na GM. General manager no beka say capital G. Small M.
I know that assemble ko say no one e di nkomo fefefe nwa national security operatives. Operations are you omoye me nim authority there. Titru ni ntim for jodi.
Nanan. Me de masemu ina ye Bawku pese. Me hwe kwan se dako. NDC. Ana MPP. Ye benya leader bi obeka se ade we akoso ache ma abra so de megai. Because they are NIB ye no. Me sure so ko MPP regime obenya examples.
Sure.
Oh yeah.
Intino I say do me I do you and omo ye.
Man no de ve.
Me hwe kwan se dako Ghana benya leader bi obeka se no. Enough of these things. Yendwi on mine kanko. Because I say the bia ye kwa na atwa U10 ni asan besi ane.
The same thing.
NDC for be defend it. MPP for be kasetia. Aban sesa obenya MPP elementa omunso be the same thing. MPP for be defend it. NDC be kasetia. So where is the national interest as a people? Media me hwe kwan say one day ebenya a political leader obeka say no. Enough of this nonsense. Omanya ye kopa besia de bobra. Na yesi MPP aba aban mu nti MPP supporters akosi so omanya dwapade say ye kobo ho ban. NDC aba aban mu nti NDC supporters akogi omanya dwapade esese duane kofie because ya abanya ba. Ni ebi okura na ya san sese nioma ebi aban dada ne de oman sika ye o. Na ye claim si ye supporters ye do they all ba no. O bo ka to no ho ama na be chiesie. Nti odon we odon se kwose ade na metuaka. But enioma we mu ukọ MPP ma obenya bi. Oba NDC ma obenya bi sa no mo boy boss ha. Nti yenya panin bi obeka se enough of this enioma ekoso yi. Yendwi oman no. Sa NDC ba fufura omo SS enioma bowura nkofo ni ade. Me kai say no be a debate or a platform so and no be refer no to honorable Freddie Blake. So MPP buy now those supporters yes or so more state property home buy intino refer any means we munso ye bia justifying one wrong with another. That's all we are doing. Inti ya bi o man no kakra say mentia se Kwame say we ya to abama o se mampani mesimi wo wafa na ebia ganganto ana na edi ade o de oman sika eye edwapade mesi me dokwa me na ya to abama na obanti me ko se de ganganto ade oman sika ye no ne yesuso nsamfu we susa na MPP ni NDC supporters binum edidi oman ni say oman edwapade in the name of me party ababem uka me say uko archives ma ubenya examples in MPP. Ubenya examples in previous NDC. We are getting examples now. Where are we heading to as a people? Ye leadership be obeka say enough of these things. They be a ye ni national interest agenda, a party agenda. You know.
Me did say
me see
there is light at the end of the tunnel.
On mine your auditor general department. Young country auditor general say ever since Ghana you were kebimami project MPP ni NDC do omunsa kan na political interest in the German kan wurum auditor general anye no for cost and to so near billions of dollars ye jashe room in the name of politics near chase bruni so mbo ye besia na brofuna so mo mpe ye ntra
ena de na Trump ba ya osu wetwam
amu mpe ye na nka ukọ no won fa amanu o cho se jajimie no ye we jashe room okoye ni ye na didi ho a ka next time ye kwa ye be ye nioma ye misi udie yem bo auditor general pass fiti 1992 project Rollins ye ya President Kufuor ba ya want to aso project President Kufuor ye ya Professor Mills ba want to aso project Professor Mills ba ye ya your friend is saying President Mahama ba ya want to aso project President Mahama ye ya President Kufuor ba want to aso project na yenye auditing ni yemfa costume to so ni yenhwe say sikana ye tumika kwa IMF for akochesi no whether we've not spent that money and left them in the bush to rot. Now what sort of people are we? Ya bi ni eduma. Say who was scan bi? Who dis scan ko gunwurem ahye. Who san ko Paul bi cho so mbo besia. Ya bi ni eduma.
Na ye kura na bosia ne ba kura na yedi ko nwurem akọ wiem pa.
E no make am. And then in last 3 days or so me will picture bi obi see President Mahama in the first 4 years no. Or ye Cape Coast Digital Center akawurem. Ukoko Fodria President Kufuor affordable housing. You to me you get $200 million. Akosagleme see you could see dying. Obra Dr. Forisa for individuals. To me see dying by 2,000 units. Lakeside the state Dr. Prince Ayukumo individuals. To me see more than 2,000 units of houses. Now on my you to me see dying. Oh, massa.
And it's going to see a boss was a kaboom.
So no, have you wondered why NDC and MPP will be interested in national agenda?
David.
Will be interested.
Archbishop Duncan Williams koka ye ya no mucha bu say. Yampe one as on mine no
be ye na say as on mine na. Eye de ya na ye kase okay. O mine Ghana in the next 20 years ye pay 1 million kilometer of roads. Eye de ya ye be rough estimate de ato ho. Into NDC and MPP now ba na say you said 1 million kilometer of road no you be here $1 billion now we pay your no abuntu we be say 5 billion ya ntwema.
That's right.
This agenda na this can be to so tetik di no e be form nti omo nye that be ma me catch us ade na MPP for ba na economy na sin trasia omo hunu nyansa say obi okro NDC ni bad or economic ideas ni afa no economic dialogue obi o MPP ni ya fa no economic dialogue but the bad national agenda there and can you adwene ho ese ye di manifesto
no national dialogue
NDPC so ho national plan da ho
exactly but the
national plan and
da ho nka your constitution and once you man legal backing say national development agenda no you man legal backing o ya ban na oba na veer of the national agenda you be chiwatum but here because manifesto no na ye ideas say me na me di my idea ba na me say idea ni ye 1 cedi undum nganya me say chencham fanju 50 pesos eno me de he kro no we ye politics mi na ye me di bi atoso ye go craft fuel if you abroche ni ye de ye pato so ye go see hospital ama o man ni ye de ye pato so ye go see stadium ni ye de ye pato so me LOC na me ye member up till now
amasama dia
nya amasama ntia CS African Games. Yes, you acquire renovation or Legon $16 million renovation. Now they don't see Muna
NCSA.
You be brilliant this year.
Now I'm stadium.
I'm in your mind. Some party interest, individual interest. Yeah, politicians. I hear who say politics. Here, good minds in I am in the Beatus, because Kwame. You bet me $1 million project adu be ye no abanya obaga is 10 hwe Goldfields Ghana omo the $14 million and the see stadium no e watakwa water modern stadium ba odi ma aban see the same stadium na hwebo de
bebo
$45 million
inti adam ye boy ho kro no sa MBB this 5092 government project bi ni wa individual o hwe price na nyansa wo government project be no because says can the more obviously be three of that project but no mo twabo ato so because and say we nya bi no man me ton
kickbacks on bed
exactly to mo hu say hwe say ye nam so manya discuss ye kwan wo contractor ni ama a contract minister ni je ni card ansa na wo kra wa ko site nti wo fa so na onu na che di nti skabe na de koto bitumen
Antonio papa
waje wo share dia eni
1 year na kwan na sase na etutu
exactly
ni nam kwan no so street light e bi ni krom ha
waje wo share dia eni kwan se mi so me de me last
na wan wo ye adwuma so ababaka wo krom ha wo bi ni honom
nti until say ye bema Ghana ho ahia ye na ye jai MPP NDC
eno so dia birthday pa
akrama kwa ba wo na me koba na se wo nko ya omo ye national dialogue na ye be national dialogue no wa
no say bia no mini abai ka say there's a national policy but we need to back it by law say law nka ho a who we need to back it by
because agree me who as a paradigm shift bi ba o
sir
hwe Burkina Faso
me say anu no etwe ho ahia say ye bi betie ya
Senegal so
David
na fire so ya oye
David
what the who sort to say Burkina Faso
so for
yo
because come here break
me kwaba
you have 92 till now how many years
92 bear 33 years
33 years
yeah 33
kwame miko Rwanda mini kotokofo ko Rwanda 2003 which is 22 years ago inti ene Kigali every 22 years assistant Kigali ema Kigali abeye a model Ghana for you to me Kigali try empoa na ye 92 based in the 33
years
33 ni 22 the end wanyini
me ba betro de wanyini I was afa kasimansu na watch about 7 minutes to 8 Ade Akye Abia live on OK 101.7 FM sini yete dan kwaku yebo anka obehwe no afaiti ma no me kwa amana so akodi nkoma ba ne ba ye betoa studio nkoma no so ono abofu seni donko anka ne MC Secretary Afram Plains ene yo deputy director the National Service Authority honorable mache
Ogo Kwame Amoh
na
yebru
na boko de
Yesu atom ba
we de wura enye omugide de dibrei ma we de dikani a me no bo nkomo nti ma me fa konyansi na me ma otiri nkwa hello nabo honorable Fuseni Donko ya sense abeka ne bio na yatoa enkomo no so Deputy Director National Service Authority oyanka ne secretary Afram Plains MC na yene ne bonkomo aktikwe enti akrei ahomana teko
Ghana Airways ye na ye ni made ma Ghana Airways guye ba yetumi kase ye nko bompaye sometimes ye bompaye nya metisro no wasire size me mbayinzo munya di mi
ya toto bo
ade bi wanya bible ami uhwe Ghana Airways a business anomo ya de ma eguye ye one staff for no eno ye one Ghanaian staff no because kwame airline travel enti se wo kokumasi akofo totro se wo tie wo pese wo ko America na wo pese wo nya ticket ni cheaper wo be ko August atwanene wo twenya time ne banya wo betumi to thrice the value inti Ghanaian worker no no Ghana Airways no oton ticket ni kakra bi man kofo a se de be yo no de twen no what difference no inti wo ko a wo se plane ayema because time ne banya obenya double the price
akoma men komra hey honorable mwakwa ba
yewura ogo
we dan say da man beti akono na me kase ura enya omugidie dibre hia won say de di kan ni a menya kwan ne wotwetwe nkomo ntima me fa akonya nsu na me ma wotiri nkwa
oh yitwi dase aside nyina nso nkoma twedi ampa boss ni asase a ohu ye moboti yensu ye sefata and you were John Dramani Mahama on sinya yibugidie
na uko ya de da wetini
mamidi kan cha ogo
and pay the baby. I will send pattern and I'm never keen on the other black. Yes, so.
But
And you're crying this is a December.
oh, that be young Casasa, not your leadership. Leadership in the any transformation.
Ubianku, Uncle Tiasi, or Tiasi, who much.
Hey, and you want what you say about Korean in a year party. Yes,
so for penny, Abati is to radio, and
don't go queer boy.
Motivation, I could eat too high.
Yeah, better so. Yeah, better so.
My member, my basso, or bra in Magana. I think, sir, if we should all go by the way you are putting it now, the Ghana by a crab, you one Ghana, you need baby. Look, me call national service, make a best almost a month a yaba, but for 3 weeks more and I'm away. Now, Yamiadum Sumekoto, your director general opening case here, Mr. Felix Jenfi. And in Yamiaba, the last door on only deputy director general in charge of finance and administration. In fact, now a Juma Cassia Pasha, Siansana, in fact, national service. Come here with the non conform do not agree when they say, yeah, and say, school for ye. Now you pursue almost national service, you are maybe and start them from extra another postings. But national service in Yada, you should be saying, said the Yanyukura, the highest number of the intellectual human resource in this country. No, you mobilize your money, coordinate your man. We can be one of the most productive authorities in this country. Over 5,000 acres away. Now, you pass the year full. About to do a brain machines that come attracted. Combine harvesters, I can see it. Planters, including trucks and this a year full. Because you have Vincent quite many times. Yes, yeah. No brain, trophy, a Grahonatam Ketua. So, a good baby, almost all the equipment are holding a break it down. You could see 20,000 acres. A button tree or Miami former district, such as Franklin. And also, yes, I see a year, the machines called Obi Bray, and also so. That's over a year. Yeah, said that any productive returns from that place. It's you are feeling by no see baby. Time your money there, anything bonny beer, other battle hono. I see a baby, and if papers are dim bonny no. It's all your farms, the shaft. In fact, Mr. Card also said that. And if you can't break, say, young far and minority thing, only maybe now go into poultry farming. Maybe so go into tomatoes farming. And so, I was somebody said, Normally, you might be 3 years and Coco Mania, you are friend Coco Kitchen, be 2 years. National service, yes, you need a dear, you didn't cook on the Beguntino, you didn't cook on command, crank crabby so when you're my. Now, so I said, that Kenya may say, you are friends, a buyer, Saturday, the coming uncle, meaning your buyer, said Eddie. And Coco Mana, within 1 month, ya you be seeing Coco Bunibi. It's a name, no, because I will call a year Papao, I will Westlands, West Libon, Hona. You see, about 20,000 capacity poultry house. And now, look at say, over the first, if I say, 10,000 beds are back. Ye expanding up to 100,000. Nearly 100,000 beds are. Yes, so you are starting a year, a cocoon getting be over. And you know, the director at Mami instruction said, or expanding Papao farms, no. And you see, Impreku ani ye also say pesi ye restructure no near building up to 1,000 capacity Impreku. Now fish farming also no from 3,000 we have expanded it to 50,000. Then we are going to add grass cutter resin to that particular farm. In our Papa farms on ma. And Nekumu so no ya double 4,000 acres. This week ya a memory day. Omampenia kata be mayen seedlings. Aye maize seedlings and fertilizer yeko stati epia ewo hono so. We are not only doing the 4,000, we are expanding it to at least 10,000 during the minor season. And now we know that Sunyami Adom, the entire Sinanko for every year we grant yet salvage and I base 200 for this season. In terms of and right, me am director and the other deputy in a cohort. The Osha said, or more brass as in Sina, you best start beer and also next this week. Yeah. Then Okwa Mountains were another 1,200 acres or nearly 2,005. A down to be via best 800 or the year so juma. And also an anonymous boss by minor season in the Pakwa and Kuchi and Omberman free so near all your 2,500 back. Oko when she brenam so another 300 acres or why and also so Yamiadom Yadoso. On the tomato side and also no. Oko a year abutentry on so 100 acres of irrigated tomato farmer, drip irrigation, and also Yasate, the beer tomatoes, maybe said Ukoha, National Service personnel no taking care of it. There were another 400 acres of rice farmer, and so abutentry and also Yamiadum, those way we are at a baby a monarchy. So a lot is going on with National Service. Apart from the reforms, maybe here on the posting side, big time, so see, per se, yen pushing 90 now, say, be a binoboko no mutity, receptioner, you got to watch it, Bremina, according National Service, no baby. This time we want to push specific people to their specific areas of study. So there will be no proper training. It is a private sector plan and the bit with so much. I am going to say, OKFM, the communication, and I saw a person journalism. Everyone has a woman I call Ministry of Local Government, on Concoye, the National Service. OKFM, and near the number. No, but it's a practical application of journalism. That is the new policy directives of our Director General. See, National Service, they never be pray a coso. A big good baby, no, the person you be one of the authorities are you feed Ghana and Gaza. Being very productive because there was the manpower to be very productive in all aspects. So we just need a coordination to put it to use.
Where the mobile and say, yeah, Busumi and Kramunya, Yena, Motumia Tremunkoba Musano.
At the room, any determination, in another, only Bawku Bomb common in the Yemit. That is how it should be. Because you will say, Fabi, when this we are born, my car. What are we giving in return? During the campaign, when the money campaign, during the campaign, the people, the former vice president Cracker said, we be National Service. Because now, as I said, the PIA is becoming a teacher of mine over you know your son for so. But again, you were civil engineering students, so you were BT students, you were mechanical engineering students. They say, I buy what drip. You get it in a Pia, or my son, and the young four more called drip. Now, I said the National Service continue among Cambodia. I said the important feature quantity and also the command contract. Students in to mini drip from Cambodia, and yes, I quite under the supervision of the Assembly. And that is the new policy directive of Mr. Felix Jemfia, or the Assembly that the young famous and your money. Say the school die pavilions and 3-unit classroom block. Get fund, you bet me on my Cambodia. We are students and more high expertise. Normally, assembly, where's the department at Cambodia? We do 6 units, 9 units, 12 units now. We make the amount contract. But we be National Service name, Work Department, which me account buma, the better side, I take reduced rates. And that is what I believe is called national service. Service to the nation, productivity to the nation. And also the idea of the near Bana near Kodabi. And also the name director nearby, Yakabuma, you suffer for wages committee, yes, Treno, Nadaroma. Also, conditional category, in your own kitway. One page of market to Musukaka, or Mana wants Mukaka Mayen. 7:15 media, Nadaroma. You see, the 18 could you move back. So the Kakamo Moswa, then the motivation will come. Then some of these new directives, new policies, no, so no. I want to be a party a bit in a year. Oh, man, being a soon for so be brave.
Okay. Moko ye die na mabreso National Service Authority honjo. Moko ye 1 or 2 bi wo a mohu ya normalist bia. Ka nyame ampate bia betwuntwa mudwumedie nim anamu kakra.
And then you can quickly be 1.5 million a bag. So the American project in a year by Kenya son faso. But yes, I have said, Modi Abadi, Yan assigned ye, into from command. So most of our projects and programs have been given to individuals. And now we can say, the borehole drilling machine, brand new. Indeed, 3 years a year. You are telling another woman on national security food DHD and you're setting as a rig machine, you did 2 boreholes, yes, as a kind of repair a year. You know, Casa I pick up 1 year, you will be the Chinese phone you think or mobile employer with a greenhouse project, $40 million. There was a counterpart funding of $4 million. The behavior and sir. It's easy to say, said it would be bleeding, you know, we lost the project. But Ninano, you will say, because that project alone has the capacity to employ over 800 of our graduates. So, normally they be brave, say the business war a year in NIB for them. Then the main person may preempt, you know, because the investigations are still ongoing. And no car can't be. And I must say, no, over here, I am be quite boys more concerning reposting. Because it was a very huge cartel. Maybe be a business, a big group which is no mono at the list. Who could see a car near change amount? Who could see a car near change amount? It's Mr. From Place. Young National Service for the Drobonso. They be better called the Vianney, Mosi Penny, and some Sunni to the Yenya Bida. If you say, Ubia, a very reflector, Ubiano, who treat the Kanye, Yair post in a mano. Oh, and the ma, the penny carter. Said, you be better, baby, a bon thing. No, normally report to GC National Service and Massacre any beam. And unfortunately, after name be and shut down Koya and my system, no, because he needs full control by the system now. No, Yayan Kofudi been so at in fact, at the party this week, I get a cry. But being a friend of the film, say, you mean I panel. You mean I panel.
Honorable, but that's no pain. Wait, dear. Bawku bi abaja ya keke kan ya penin ya gubre na ya read the way forward here. NIB going to Honorable John Tim for Jofi. Allegations be a one make about 2 aeroplanes be. I won't come with the say, oh, my moon, dear, what it is be a beauty, dear Dawson. Be said democracy and yet, sir. Now, where they are clear intimidation. Be said, and I before Copper pay fee in yes of no koye obi foforo no obi ne nkrama mo amuwie no a se nkanso akwakofa asem foforo ba to the sense minority crowd compelled to write to the speaker said the ekosu die I don't know what what to do na
Megacity also your papa Chichikata your kwache no ani and it depends on your channel on fan sorry there
sorry there
now we are LP Sashi I'm calling the and man so for for your kind no sorry them your kwache no
Sakwesi adano kra no your guest speaker was sorry ho
you so na dear you are in for your no and yes a wapayo ne a year we look at a reckless abandonment so never was said that pana India easy in some no mean for the being no book then kata easy in some no so and oh yeah India nature say to be ne anita ho boni and no pass away because we are ranking member for defense and interior committee and your communication and your sanitation and your government assurance cry defense and interior and between you and I all ranking members are who is our position no I will tell you that he has been the most reckless. Sorry, your papa can be Japan. Even name say he's very outspoken. He's the one who overcome. Now, so Okoye chairman of the Interior and Defense Committee. Sabi, yet in an answer Morgana. Obiti na answer. Taking. You are Gaga. Nobody said that Gaga unless I don't know what Bremo might take action or command ministry might take action. Then he comes out to say, I deal with my trouble, my yamu tree, Yanni say, I do you never bro, my no. That is how you work. So, now, dear, I mercy. Abia, as ranking member, you have every right. So, we have perform for na friend, narcotic control, Director General, any play the train book, maintain name of the asset, and natural. You have every right. I just almost responded to you as ranking member. So, come on, Interior Minister. Minya, play this ABTC. Say, almost say Abayako. Now, so, maintain name of the asset, Chirimu, quite play the fast by as Sakoye, not maintaining what I say. Because you have to also report to the minority. Why, Yaneta? You didn't even write to the Ghana Airport Company, say, play, BC, Musakle, no man of Koye, after anything, as the ranking member of the Interior and Defense Committee, you have every right. I was also responding to you. Also for Yaneta. Will be far pitiful. A friend, no, any video about the pictures me be sending he was so categorical. You say a big crime suspected the view. He was categorical there. No cocaine, any money laundry, any akoso. Yeah. Now what can I say this year? It is no longer politics as usual. It becomes a threat to the nation. And you refuse to say, once national security is involved, if you become a threat to the nation, all your privileges, you lose it too. You lose all your rights and your privileges when you are a national security threat. Because once you are a national security threat, now we can say, we could be in crime. Yes, because at that particular moment, you become a national security threat. And once you are a threat to the nation, Omo can also use any lethal force, any kind of force, they will meet you with another force. And he knows that only. So why was he doing it? What can someone so crammer? Politely, narcotic control for the debut. I didn't understand it yet. Oman responded to you in the media. They even brought out videos of inspections and all more. Paper now, when they fat, to be black and no. In a sound white paper, no. So there were traces of drug. The paper would have changed color. And when they found, that's what the idea they are bad drug, they are putting on crown and can be changing color. We saw all those things in the video. You can play now and pass a tire, not tire, or we change it tire. Still, what's in the evidence? That is okay. India, young baby, and person will be before praying. Because some company has directed the young investigations now after the young put my secret. Fabre, was a member. The other children also want to him, and I arrest no arrest you. Because if you are invited and you refuse to honor the invitation, you will be arrested.
Honorable, arrest the Yahudi Bayan and the minority will want us to believe, say, a quite indecent approach. To a press conference aftermath and afterwards, I'm say they will cooperate if the approach is decent.
No, but the approach has been given severally. And they are inviting one call. Narcotic control, why inviting one call? So which other approach does he want again? They've invited him severally to come and assist them. He never did it. Come, let's compare notes. He never did it. Come for proper explanation of that. And he's jumping from one radio station and one TV station to the other. You know, when now, I don't know, everyone say, what other choice do they have than to arrest you to come and give a statement of exactly what you say you have? Let's not know, you know. It's really born in the same. So be on the India, the no my name is start because the first say he's an MP, he has right to. It's a seven year old Krakawonka, no fan of Hundi. Yeah.
Honorable, Bawku be a judge of Faso Kakrane say, and say, Bia na NIB Kruya now a mopem Rasibaja for me, no more much rock on Rasibaja fee. And my speaker, say, and make you more available, say, or more NIB or a woman. And Tim for Jody, I'm yet to, I am yet to, here. And I be in the known say, be a cop speaker, Wama, speaker, so I can say one very no for that assignment.
Also, for me to what you, me are coming, me to what it, and I make you say, also me, the can't say, there are several issues, and ye issue, ye do court, ye now, and no, you write to the speaker for the MP to be released so that we'll be near Babebois. In investigations. But in a border on national security, the offer train you. Because I've already told you, sir, once you do something that borders on the national security of the nation, you lose all your privileges. I don't know where I'm to come over in the you. I don't know what I'm going to show them. It's the young thing your money be at it. Because you have this right, because you have this privilege, you know, you can use it. And no more. But a baby dear for national security, no man to me because you can't say that, maybe. Only who can you pay. And I want to be that. What is national security issue? If you can't say program, I will call hey. He has no choice than to stop. Who is more powerful and more privileged than the president? And the young woman who say, you will be here, meaning in the Fataye. And say, who they are called, well, I was misinformed. I said, I don't try. And I said, no credit, you would be India, narcotic control for, national security for, NIB for, airport company for, the katakata, so the new white, let's say, Mokatan, so any from any more engineer, Emreni. We said it, and the Papa Monono.
And I'm going to tell you back and forth, Reverend John Team for Johnny and NIB a year. One would be right to think is say Jama only be to substantiate their work and international accurate in chance and one now say beer prolong no person will protract it as
I don't know a strategy. When we buy ECGs and some naira. Omokura na said the Omoye board chairman of ECG. Omano Omoye managing director of ECG. Omano Omoye energy minister and Kasabi. Ije here ke akoto here bo an say omunyina nya omasun dua omoko half time. Omudidi omutiri. Ndi we na tinya be kata so ama omanya said heat and carbon heat no a diverse kakra. So like I'm saying it could be a deliberate diversionary tactics because the beginning the PA knew so many attitudes say she ain't by now, baby. Oh, I say, I did back where I deal with as a nipple be pretending to order. Unyanania. You know, all that is going on here. Revenue fortune doesn't have any contrary evidence or anything. Only BBR. They won't boapaye, be no, I said that person or boapaye. Your politics no crown. Don't think there are things you can ask questions and still get this particular attention that you wanted. But you don't categorically conclude, ascribe crime or criminality and expect to say, no. I don't know even another evidence. I will be some questions. Hey, my prayer by day. Hey, my mom, I mean, yet to say, dear. You know, I be here, no, Mr. Mushim. If you tell me, say, I didn't two say, then I want you say, then they come and answer, then you ask another question. You can still get your diversionary attention with all this. But you don't come and say, now cooking room, now money laundry room, who we are after the mountain fishing. Now, when you have cooking room, money laundry room, they say, yeah, the officers now, or Buama cooking, any money laundry, but why you know almost as a member? That is what the issue is, do. I mean, that is it. So if you make a categorical conclusive statement, you need to prove it. And that is why we have a problem. You see, the MP was just reckless. I didn't know how you know on Tiatia. And I thought Tiatia so what I say or yet or diboni not find way because only the MP. It's just the beginning. Could be also on the panel. Or cost to the back for on the arrest. I just saw one case at the court and now say he'll be arrested. It's one to end one of them. Not my way. Next why you see a confirm big Jinahona, we do intimidation to you, Jano Quad, the mini Oboa. Choba cry the funnel. Choba, why Jin and Quack to cry, but Jay Quine Sico de Naco. Which is better he makes himself available. That's a little trap. Because he's good kind of good things, sir.
It's a more of what in nature, you know. Are you surprised to hear the former vice president, Mampeni John Dramani Mahamat, one at the Ecoso accusing the administration of using tools to, using the security as a tool to harass political opponent?
No, Osuma almost a Munkochi Sasu Asari Damuna, or no, I said, no, harass a political opponent. Osuma and the police for Moko Pais or Sam George Asunwa Yawasono. No, I said Anna. No, I said I will use tools to harass his opponent. Oma Yakofa a 214 minority leader could deny court. Esa sma Godfrey Damima or ne a Zapakoye Kulu say Kamufa to force in Tumba or Miss Nyanko a by election. No, I said that. He was the chairman of the police council. And Niroshi. Was that what he was doing? Man, before me, my dream said, Ghana for a fee near my way, you. Now, near my way, you know, who divided 100. So, Mahaman, near and I just obey you what I correct you. You should allow the law to work. If you want to pay them back, even 1/10 of what they did, they can't live in this country.
Hey, and honorable, and they've already described their question, you know, as what is good for the good is good for the Ganda. You pay back.
Hey, what is good for the good is good for the Ganda. And there's a community. Hey, now where is he? Let me declare me. I'm watching a quarter and the few. You truly bazooka and bombs in the core. John Jinapo, the same thing. You the phones in the laptops. You did the call London for 3 months. I could give you 50 months and you had a breno. Yes, calling Zada, your cochino. That is what they were doing. Over Solano Pa, no police forces with the first surrounding fee. You who get me a room. NDC, MPs, many former ministers, and two Kobe Pia, we stayed in this country. Now they were not you cannot be you one hour say harassment. You remember investigation class you. They see a minister or a young fellow to the year no. No harassment in a way. It's only now but three. Omunya kitemokrafi ni yebe statu nyambo kini mukura omunya botre na die bana doso
on test krani
try the test mic one try nyansa statu program no kra omunya botre
honorable we dia men jampe conclusion ni dia bada ko base allegations when it tends to be false. Assuming without admitting, say, if at the end of the day, it's an turning out, consequence be a damning.
Oh, we see, fourth, minister, perjury, say, a fourth allegation, say, like, there are issues with it.
And
legally, I may not be right. But then, I think that the honorable Tinanka, the clue now, you are could your phone come at the man and say, only dear, would you say the MP was misinformed? If you want to think quickly, you also come out and say, oh, Miniano, Mofanchali, this is what I was told. Now, the GD said, based on dear Mohuno, any dear Matino, I was misinformed. I don't think any law agency, enforcement agency will come after you when you admit this. And he knows to say, or go into the statements or try, he cannot exonerate himself. 18 on person of the he will be forced to admit that. Because the evidence, any of the processes, never chill. The Ukraine. Given also why I say, would the end so I work on, and also Fabra. And that is what he doesn't want to do. And I make say, a year, what I say in your margin, a Koswa, any attention free baby. But that is not the way. There are several ways of doing that without hurting the nation.
I see.
Until yes, there will be consequences. But or yet the honorable thing in Kama and the man is what on them.
Honorable, I don't pay better as what Judge no bring.
Also for Muslim Dasi, not Chaminia Abate so mame.
Dankwa Boa.
Sorry, Dankwa Boa, sorry. Dankwa Boa. Nay, want sending me Biwana, the videos in my same short.
What's it? What's your man here? Honorable Fuseni Donko, Ankane MCE, Setra from Plains. And President Yakase, Deputy Director at the National Service Authority. And Yadina Chachun bringing the time to 31 minutes into 8. Ade Akye Abia live on OK 101.7 FM sini. Going forward, Ahima from Yenu na esie yi. Enti Ahima United. Ohima efiachre na ohene wa Ahenema United. Muna so me yokoko.
Ne sane Ohenenana Kwame Amoh.
Ohene team I set.
And I feel very dead.
I said
Ohenenana papa. Bema ho fefo.
Ye Ade Pena. Bema ni. Bema wonsi so mansa wa.
Yamaya kranti mi kote.
Bema ne ti ko feso obi eni.
Ya enti
Ade ni.
Yamaya kranti mi kote nkoma aba.
Kotibra.
Sisi e.
Bema papa kotibra.
Awuza for me kwa manu so na mene ankane pa General Secretary de ma Deputy General Secretary de ma NPP. Wayamra nimni a wosiamra temra kamra nana obribu aheni ne din nana mache
ya me joso
na bokode
na ba
Los Biancos we di afidi enyeye ma wo mu
okay
Los Biancos fu yi ne afidi am se enyeye ma wo mu Madrid
okay football dey be you know abetimi abeko Asna, did you
Banana, did you imagine Arsenal no lose by 3 goals to nil?
Okay.
Did you ever imagine say Madrid, Real Madrid they call Arsenal no or make lose?
Very good.
3 goals to.
I never dreamt of that. Because Manu no question, Manu young say, one plan energy this Madrid call Arsenal. Football they be a team. The one plan energy this Madrid echo Arsenal bit much 3. You know? And 2 AC goals. What is a cricket 2 classic ones. Now Abba. What do you mean say to me Abba? But also make up.
Nana meto on kapa.
Football they be a team that you all no man a boy agreement that's yes.
Mami mi take akra say on the field of play, a day on Tuesday, and Real Madrid are getting it wrong.
Oh, I'm not about Real Madrid, but Arsenal did well. Arsenal did well because we had the World Party, a boy, you know, not any answer to one. World Party, yeah, you know. We might be parents on the Bomagana in Husukre. We might be ball. Never want more. But Arsenal ball. So, the football, we be at TBC. I remember there was a time in Barcelona. Me, I say, I think it was Liverpool. Me, I say Liverpool. 3-0. 89, you say, we are called Anfield. We are called Anfield that Liverpool and Shattered here. Patano na yewo Neymar na yewo Messi omo Dembele num ose kwa mo ko share 9 you know so football there do we about check and na about there no yet no say power ni na so kwa na bi atimi asi what na so ana na yet because officiating ni ya kama ena yi officiating bi BB we Barcelona first goal this year now there were that Serbia na and so eventually no almost clear say go Barcelona was top man so I will keep on there and say but no me say Arsenal yanko we Madrid in New meeting na Madrid who hey Madrid because Madrid
who was Rafael
okay
who was Rafael
me hope was so because me a Barcelona fan that I admire Madrid me a Barcelona fan that in honesty I admire Madrid on a good day with Rodrigo Mbappe and Vinicius Junior. Asa udi agora akomno bapa na ubo huse womunye Rodrigo no nyina betima fiachire kura be shigo yeah
ente master for trimu yo mode
ma Barcelona for 60 munya omo de say omo be a very interesting match bra
wow and run so me team Manchester United you last minute said the idea at kind of before the blast of whistle to end the first half no sound to the year
Manchester I think really good there Bonton players for players no soft standard and Manchester Manchester na in the 1990s no baba 1999 on a buy ball 3 minutes to foot up we saw that to now Manchester that is not a Manchester then 207 206 205 207 208 Manchester na and then I don't know the catch or do fanoko I know do fanoko because Ferguson never since soccer apart from community show cap be a Manchester United here you know cap be a view and now some ketwa Manchester the Glazer family no well Manchester the family many team parents say there my leaders don't know a cocra so many issues in Akura now yam show on a bomb of football now yam show I just a beer and a while cry no born and Manchester in the one now yam show I know you know your board draw city na board drama necessary and the cracker tell me about me bomb person Name Madam Porrington Name Madam Porrington
oh yeah and I feel I'm ready to password
yeah
na say be die enkomo Bawku atwetwere o manebo NIB National Intelligence Bureau wo manam a wo mutu otitiro ne Reverend John Ntim Fojo die how are mu invade ni fie ho nkomo commentaries bebre and aba minority for have been compelled to speak Chwa letter crowd akwa speaker say speaker ehwe no won kana de ade na ekono enye anope ya ne honorable Fuseni Donko etwetwe nkomo emo se said the nkomo no yatima ba bebesi se wo yemrase bedwani enti bibia ni a yemfa mrase bedwa fie nsese ye ne ntotoye so ansana ebia yatonsa afre ne yatonsa afre no no honorable Fuseni Donko am yate asese once we need parliament there the parliamentary immunity na the man was an MP no enkovaw sa to the extent say you can say parliament our recess omo ahomegiem ne senti one so mani yamo ebetumi aba be fawo and number 2 asem now oka ya no yes civil case keke a case that borders on criminality ya pimpim su biya ne ye ba wa ba beje ja ehunim de ne nchiremu kakra
we need to Fuseni Donko.
Fuseni Donko.
Yeah. Now, we do it. Fuseni Donko, the other casa. Because who casa Fuseni no? Not the casa we need to Fuseni.
Oh, that be.
Yeah. Oh, no, there's a distinction between Inisa Fuseni and Fuseni Donko.
Sure.
Inisa Fuseni, I know him very well. Fuseni Donko, I know him very well. And therefore, okay, I'm not going to say, Inisa Fuseni. And I was going to say, Inisa Fuseni, they will never talk like that. Inisa Fuseni will never talk like that. Inisa Fuseni on Katasa. Inisa Fuseni on Katasa. Inisa Fuseni, a seasoned lawyer, a former minister of state, a former cabinet minister. On Katasa. Now, can you pass along with the man Inisa Fuseni? It is like I said, out here. What's your Bribuan and Katasa? What's your Bria? What's your Benin Sabia on Katasa? So we know that Yenim Amano shop for Bill Morgana Hanoma. Oh, we put them in a certain basket. You put me and Inisa Fuseni in one basket. Baby, we will differ on some issues. Now you put Inisa Fuseni in a different basket. In a different basket. I think I can imagine Inisa Fuseni in the other capacity. But if you say they don't come there, I won't be surprised.
I didn't know. I didn't know.
Oh, I had to Ghana. I had to send me a man for Kata. Comments of their utterance. Objectivity is zero. objectivity, zero. One, the issue now taken, whether it's a parliamentarian or it's not a parliamentarian. I think that if you not use a common sense approach to resolve this matter, Wakokasa, or you plan to say, or come minority, we say, oh, what about some of the comments by people like Kwesi? The bottom line is that, or can I at a press conference? Was he on the frolic of his own? Was he on the frolic of his own? The answer is no. Whether he spoke for the minority or he spoke for the committee, that is also that because he was not on the frolic of his own. Then the next issue is, if he was on the frolic of his own, so you're no one. Also, me to come baby, and I need them, and I need Jari, la okata, and no crano. Kwana ba faso to ben safre no enu ni ana. And he said, you have to say, I'm paying for the character of my speaker. The speaker, no dear, former minister for youth and sports, and A plus there. Also, I'm going to Omano, speaker, no, ne but, the same, also for dear, the team for John dear, on firm we are ABI. So why don't you wait for the speaker? I didn't we are a better. I mean, once again, common sense approach. Common sense approach. I don't know one can Emma speak from where I am. Emma. Two. Can you power our mother or na Senate TV for you na Obi Bob Sebrazio, Obi Akapen, then you ask yourself, until 2025, the member of parliament, if he was on the frolic of his own, or any ordinary Ghanaian, with the repeal of the criminal libel law, so that I've been misunderstood. But the Sani Park, the Brebania tool, was a two and a thousand, if you need a two and a better coin. Now, only one here. Now, the beer sister, as you said, one more question, had pink criminal, had pink. Oh, that's going well for us at all. No, I will kill the lives of the news officers. Sorry, I will kill them. Because you see, your knowledge in international diplomacy, is something. Opening the international diplomacy, is something. Something I can't say, I'm going to say, in news officers, how can I say, don't come sure. I'm not surprised. So, even that people when you are now, you bring a call, we are self and no beer. No, I'm a member of parliament. I can't see. Now, what can't you do? The confidence of friend one. Now, you look at even the dress. That it exposed Ghana to the whole world, no? So, I'm not Ghana, you're okay. What is happening? What is happening in this country? But then, so you are continuing, you are fan of on one member of parliament, ordinary person, ordinary person, they are continuing. They are continuing to work. Russia, we cannot want dress to call you. Be a open and never man about Catalan. I think that this August, it August well for a country like Ghana. You are moving more Casa, and yeah, sir, they're continuing for you and now they're question. But look, it is something a very bad signal. I am telling you, no serious investor will come and invest in a country like this. The investor know about Osha. Now, Ghana be now some more kind of people, one Koboko, one Kokumipa. That they continue to Nano. Next, you part the dressing about the quay. Nane, and yet, Sazani, I can idea, and yet, honorable Fuseni Donko say. And the MPP dia moya ya kuradi ya change. Of my examples like Chatuchi Katadie, Asori them, and then current Attorney General
ayeni so amache ni fie santan Havie Sosu Medina MP onipo de no ye guest speaker ewo asori Sunday won so sa enti say bibi sa de ane mo na mo sha ase kura.
Oh, please let's do politics. I don't think I will go back to justify. So maybe MPP for quite time. I don't do that type of politics. I am a true politician. I'm a seasoned lawyer. I'm a responsible lawyer. I must speak and talk with maturity and civility. I'm not a yo-yo politician. I am not a political neophyte. I am not a political neophyte. I am tried and tested politician, tried and tested lawyer, tried and tested statesman. Enti Dominica yini dia omukoye na nya into say yana. Tachuchi kata dia obekaya minka yini dia tachuchi kata dia ukasa mika say no be kwa Sunday muso na nso makota ata na Sunday. I said it. So tell him I am not a yo-yo politician. I'm not a political neophyte. I'm not a praise singer. I don't eat from the crumbs of political tables. Between a time, I want to from no more from my mouth for here, balance views. Who say, Indian Nikasa, Nansen Nikasa, Bajum Kasa. So, we are calling any plan about the calling, and you and crack. Some people from the good Ghana anymore, but it is the ruling government. Because Philip Kwache, honorable Philip Kwache, photographs have been ordered to us airport or Mata, my dinner of the Kura plane one. And a question man, then I think I got to then I think PK support. Then I think Sabama, Pokuase. What was something about the sound for him, you know, Philip to the Bayern, Bawku Ghana Airport. What? Bawku Ghana Airport. Now, my family customer for the him, you know, about Ghana Airport. The Baba Kualupri. After the Baba Timisha, but it's out, and you know, airport on Bawku Ghana. Is it not serious? It's not serious.
Nane. Then again, yeah, say.
I know, I'm saying when you and then I'm saying when you this is sometimes a Moko, maybe Mamma, who they want a TV park or pressure, a tear for a team in cooperation. Then a new part dress. Now, some you walk or chat, you could anchor Omega Shakoji. Because an MP, I can't be. And I said, no, Ghana, who fee. Now, I minister, I'm sure them for him, you know, but I say, a Ghana airport. I'm on 48, actually, how long for you back with Ghana airport. On the Ghana, who should know. You have been, you know, so no more for the what. Because the people become one. Now, again, I have been a corporate, I'm sure. I think the player already I said better than a cop. Oh, for the social question, I did that to her first. The battle, and I'm not some class of the battle. So, was a man again, I mean, only a special assistant. I know the battle, I'm also calling you, could the top black one name. Professor Jumpo, the Abina Bachelor, Mr. Dr. Bawku, I am Bachelor, the Koyi by. I mean, this is Nakaka by and say that Mama Ghana, yay. Oh my God, yay! That was what I said. Bako, Sappermine, the Kohuko came phobia, and Incophobia and a big counterfeit. Counterfeit, you know, gold in other way and a fake. Counterfeit would be a fake. Now, when the boxers should be other way and for Bank of Ghana, they are not genuine. What is happening to us in this country? What exactly is happening to us in this country? I wait for this country. I Obribwahin. A week for this country, looking at recent events. So President Mahama, now somebody I know about better the Okojina House, NDC were power, as in Rio Boko, NDC ni power, Boko as in Rio. So Boku Nano Asemasi, Bawku nanu asemasi ayarega ene MP obano to pushiga so hwenesi ojere se ni fema Mpokoye has been in existence for more than 100 years. Ebi bi fa crack for in there for 7. Ajom boni enya mu bedinti mo ya politics kura na mo the tribal sentiments go. Low cost politicians in Africa. Mediocre dictators. And Africa men wona yehu. Now what the opportunity go kasa NDC wo power asungwe wo boko. NDC ni power dede wo boko. Asede waba power. Ko ni esi wo boko. What can you say? In any enlightened or civilized subject, let me use civilized. I think I qualify to use the word civilized. In any civilized society, and can you President Mahama Beka say, you apologize for that statement. But that is Africa for you. It will be better 25th to 28th to 29th March, or with the Black Festival of America. America. Blacks, come back to Africa and see what is happening here. That's why Ghana ever since NDC came to power. There be a people who climb up excavators, young shadow, and not the Obabaya as excavator to my ancient when they were in opposition. Fickle-minded politician. Fickle-minded politician. Low-cost politician. Low-cost politician.
Nana, sir, Ona Bianca Becca say we penida national security anwa. Na an MP for that matter making such a wild allegation. Now over the days, what makes this allegation? It has always been rhetoric and not backed by any concrete evidence. Now. National security atun safran severally no turning it down what would you have done?
No turning it down. How do you describe those scenarios? Yapi safran krata and cancer or turning it down you should not give in to say yo for I call it yo. No, but I went after no better. Now I'm TV. I would have been station. Could have been not here. But Reverend team. I am not correcting. Come on. We are not in a cheap country. Ghana is not so cheap as to descend to this level.
But Nane, what because what make your allegation? Even the president of Kraba Bontia Babeka cooperate with the national security. Now, dance be or will be no famana. And when you are young to one among iron share, maybe what was talk from the honorable member say? Or make you available the evidence?
No, listen. What are the latest one be for Sukachi the buyer said? Africa and Nama Ade Akye. Which means that a sound to reason said, as a speaker from where I am koi. So speaker from where I am koya, honorable minister no, or Kotiminko. Speaker the Mianako A+. Speaker the Mianako, former minister for youth transport. If we are in speaker from where I am called or Reverend in and then I'm honorable Kwachina or both speaker not someone. So logically and legally, I just speak and Frank Koya, only means or that is common sense. Logically and legally. I'm probably speaking from where I am going. I don't know before you get politics. You get the same Quran from a mango. The Quran from a mango. I'm not some Africa. Never been in Yankopon, maybe son and some say Yankopon. Some African intellectuals and politicians, they were behaving. Yesterday, I read in the news Tanzania opposition leader, he has been tried for treason. Tanzania. Look at what is happening in Nigeria, Lagos State and River State. Question in Nigeria. Look at what is happening in Cote d'Ivoire. And look at what is happening in Ghana. I am not blaspheming.
woman if you don't make up a china I consider a time Sunday. Make up yesterday because you know what transition is look classic civilization. But the Nepal started from Africa, being Tanzania, being Ethiopia. But it looks like what is happening in Africa now. Yes. Because any river winkle can be appointed to occupy any position. Any river winkle can become a leader in Africa. Any river winkle. Any river winkle. I don't. And a consequence here that when I call Kuma and Kanye Kuma say, we are not thinking of this. We are not thinking of this thing. No, Okufa Digari, no, big cancer, no, what was the professor? No, James Yari. What is happening? I think I cross will be brave. Not just like. So black African American nanomanti. Who tells them not catch for the car to say anything? What will you say? A big kayak killing like a Bruni. But no, I don't think that was Bruni. African leaders, some African leaders are stealing and looting. Some of them are bankrupt in ideas, bankrupt in intelligence, bankrupt in everything. And yet they are occupying sensitive positions in Africa. Bankrupt. Everyone in Africa who appointed me say Dr. Moto to Sansa Wabon Kuranke and so they know a minister, or they know a president, or they know a vice president. And you can Africa more, you can be another so good. What is happening? Singapore new resources and so called Singapore. When you came to Ghana in 1963, Okoyoshi Ghana when you came to Ghana in 1963, Okoyoshi open number. Any basa. I was question other reverend. Because you are a reverend, you are a sofa. What kind of politics I imagine about the churches can be my bidding Munkasa. But the church come and say Kasa and you won't have them to him. If we are going to comfort the chum, one be the coaching one and Cababa dresses it. We cannot catch a chudiano. I condemn it, but back on the dresses, that was the dress. No matter the position we are occupying in Africa, we are never coaching to say. It is a way to reverend, until for the so the coaching in the berries. Come on. I said, no, it's not our bed, and I said, no, it's not ABCD. Oh, I'm not my cost for no pay. When we say my cost because we have to do and I many also believe, say, a deliberate attempt to be the MP, and for that matter, minority per se, or more catapult on to drag the issue, said the Bayer, and Yamabia. Abaying by Nancy Yawa, I can was a take center stage, political conversations, no. Ye beja, Naya Babeka. I think we have a Kenyan Sunday. I think we have a Kenyan Sunday. Why should I say center with the Makochi be okay? Why should I say Makochi allow you be counterfeit? Makochi will be Musi cocaine. Makochi will be Musi ECG cables. Minister General Samia on the floor of Parliament in the Kohomedi Manuko containers. After containers in the Ayra, you Muta Naira. I don't know, Reverend for doing Team Nasa Nokan, and I'm a gun about from one. And I'm a dollar no arrive on every euro, the same dollar, no euro arrive on, and a pound arrive in 2 for gas more kind. In the act of between Yasubani and the investor on. Okay, then that will not come and invest because the rest of the for you know perhaps to a certain extent it's only cruise and road investors who are prepared to invest in Africa. Perhaps to a larger extent. I am because investors be a better number who said number of parliament they quite contribution address in the other year. No one for you way can only invest in millions of dollars. Only can only invest in millions of dollars. Can I say yes in Nigerian be no Benedict Peters? suban bi okay Nigerian suban bi a wabekretin wo Ghana ha ane ntim for do asem no yo hin na nka etenka mo ka ho Nigerian okay ba na akwa Minister of Foreign Affairs no on samon Nigeria anamsini se bra na nka nka se Minister of Foreign Affairs ka se mo ka se Nigeria for se nyama bi abaye na ha na enye yede ane ntim for do asem ne hin na man reputation above Nigeria ni natima block entrance I will place a just near the Jubilee House. I know the other nine young come out. What was the Cote d'Ivoire? Cocoa Batu, but 2024, 25, Cocoa, the ones I want to. Now, this is a Bogana, 13 for the cancer. Now, Niamaya, no, and I know my Yaba Hundura. Now, what do you call Hundura? Barcelona said, Dr. Mano, no, so it's never been about the rule. But you never been about the rule. So I win for this country. No, Kurani, Dobby, never a Ghana. No, yet to Abana NDC winning. Margaret said, we have people from Kwan Baby Man, so NDC Swaba, and young Kwani are dying in the Benny piano. But that was my GDA. But you know, my question.
Nana be said they are surprised at the NPP stand mama taking on in that at the year will be a year must say any I'm a person crucify abanya was his way muyebi and muyebi nanka ban was so yanka and yamokrana wasn't come back and come on chain now be a civil society organizations in it. Ebi a meaning Ghanaians, emumna embeka. But the very thing amomu ye no, now will be yeah. Why would you have a
MPP for the Nipa? The Brazil or Musa or Munkochi minister. Only when you answer them. And this is what you do. Allow me a bit of me condemn you. Allow me a bit of me condemn you. Well, that's a solution to temper no place. So, who was an individual? Me pese me lose me temper no. I want to Ghana for to aba. Nyansani batumba be bian kasasa. Batumba bian MPP for ya enenti na Ghana for to aba. Dubai. That is common sense. MPP for ya na tesa enenti na be to aba ma wo bae. No, come on. I will for this country. I will for Africa. I will for Ghana. I will for Africa. Maybe it doesn't go you. And as I can come the brain, I'm attacking countries, the media can come here. Now, I'm minimizing one. Because we cannot make also. In Burkina Faso, we want to $12 million. I had 2 factories processing tomatoes. Now, this mobile, poor lungu. There's $12 million will be Jawanya. And the banana, yes, a mobile and Sabeka. Another person will be tried. Who take it? Sadintina Reverend Team for Joe. Would there be a lecture cooking once a month? What is happening? Debbie. Abanibiaba from 1992, but they say Abanway, I think that the government must put her acts together. It's a president, I'm walking to you. No, one man can't detective man. I'm man can't detective man. And the government put to question one, but I could say, Nila and Tevanda Prom, so I'm going to press conference. But the day of due for Korea press conference. In what capacity, no Kasaya, as a former MP, no Kasaya. Say, Bankoche, a year, a former member of parliament speaking like it. A former member of parliament, as if we are in a DR Congo. Come on, a former member of parliament. I'm coming court to be
none ever does no pay. No Bribua here, Ankan pa Deputy General Secretary. Edema was Suno Amanyuku NPP, and Yanena Chichin Comono. Non Craba Pounds Mensia. Ade Akye Abia live on OK 101.7 FM. Senior going forward. Ade Abia Atosin. Ewo hospitals awodo binti okwa wa wo muntumi nsa o yare ma ayare hwenu wie peye no Sadia no ewo endpoint homeopathic clinic. Ade bia ma hospitals ayarehwe etosini eni nti ukona we show yare no ase enko ayeke su kekegbo edum na so eso na edum ade a hospitals ashoto eni hospitals awodo aka no mesibra endpoint homeopathic clinic eno ne evidence no a ema hu sampa se ka se ayarehwe eni ayare se wie peye endpoint homeopathic clinic ani enim dia yeka oba endpoint homeopathic clinic ekwan a ingresi abrochima efa so de hwe no yare yes I would di yansa na Queen Elizabeth Ofrim homeopathy kwan na homeopathy kwan se efa so sa yare a side effect bi anim enkotwetwe yare bi ansa mabiewu enkofo ha bi amauso endpoint homeopathic clinic Dr. Dubuaten ni a doctor for ni a nurse for wo a oba ye do be fa homeopathy kwan so asa yare ema yare no enkoma eno so a enkobie foforo no ema ne ma yare a ye nitiri kura ye stroke sense stroke yare na nye udi stroke yare ho agura be ma agura di wana nka ugina wo naso otumi koba tumirika huru high jump stroke nti obeka fam no sifo akosabi se choba amuchia na stroke yare na eba ema prekope ebonkaye bonso wo wa na nwa ye titriti ye de pin kura wo wa wonte bonse ase nyeme bia dane apatre ene nenam umutumi ya sese ase nso se de betutu akokon ho bonso wo wa na ho woso awon so ni wo wonye adwuma bia den nanso waposo usisi ukotodwe wachiri bremo na ye wo ya endpoint homeopathic clinic say stroke yare na eba no na eba wonkaye e ma ne nyansa bra na se abampo na aka wasifa ko a bra obegina wona so biu prostate cancer nso so yare bone se mema yare prostate cancer no obuoni ani die kwan so bema entno me yenhye roba wa bra ayaresa wo ho tisabe ya prostate cancer asase yi eba okoko ne kokobo ne se jonso tumi kan pa tumi sa beta wa yase a so wanye fast mbie flap yi obadwunso egu ho ubie so na so de dro bi tu nsemu a aje wochim so na nka jonso ne bank ofa ho to sports ebe chance na ko sa akoda no nsu asofam na afekwan mu bie na se jonso ne ba bo nsemu achemienu ase tire akure Bawku nam east Bawku nam west eno sa no prostate cancer na ebo nkaye no bonso be memu hyeso sa si anama kakaduru agum eye prostate cancer na eba no tutumirika bra endpoint homeopathic clinic nyensa yare enu etre yare bia fa bedan yen sede Dr. Dubuaten eye no eda bia no 9:10 is the time. Okay, 30 minutes eda ye nimu yi Dr. Dubuaten se frɛ no ukoda sorry bia wo baby nti yie wa won yare nso so a won tiapo wa ye no fe frɛ no kade eye wo kyerɛ no na wo ma ho akwankyerɛ ebia na ehia so beba hospital bia nso kra na wo se wonom na oju ho me 30 minutes kan ho ebia wo se you know frɛ doctor 0244 86 7068 0244 86 7068 and 0274 23 43 21 0274 23 43 21 endpoint homeopathic clinic Chichile Kwan Watch Printers Road ebia share signboard wono Temayo community 25 ye Benko na so hotel Kumaso hye wo kronoma bo hia ye Benji school complex and atakrade ye Wanaje estate Queen of Peace be Anaje police station ahimafo madam Roma ese de mi jamu mamo munsem
se
Obeti pay. Ya ni fa wabo ejuma. Why ejuma papa. But nkomo ba kwa na me pay tie na article 117 no. Immunity na ye dey protect MPs no. But all the same no, I think say menya kakranti no. Me de be hyem botom.
Na no obribo enjire mu no.
Mete ye. And American anti no. Me de be hyem botom na yen share in the future no. Say ne besi akono ko ba ne say MP wo recess ya. Say MP so mo recess.
Sure.
Anti no ye be hwe ne be ko. Then see no pese ye law ana. So for be law na fe me sister so aye jeje. Na ye ne yes na akonya ne age ata ye ne ase. Ti Yankwana
munkokwa dem
enti abusia ne edi hyase amamo na no payi aye daily guide obokrata no na de obokrata ne hyase Africa tofeto so ensia ensemu a wode atudwam ana no kwada na beto dwa se ana bi mpeni ford weni achem was fantasy anu wan krapoponi mantamam MPP mu asebedwani ya wogina hode ma dohia wo asensa fa bato ampasua so Reverend John Ntim for Jofie wo mokọ ya wo mo se wo mokọ akomoa ne sane obetimi eyi nsemfa hodo bi ano na mo nyina mo ni tua se General Secretary Edma MPP amanyoko no Jason Frimpo kodua ne social media handles so and wodo to says see an wenyan ntiase na bi mpeni for wo Reverend Fie ntie wo ye MPP supporter bebia wo bia tubrika na ko PM was spenters for them ampa ni nua ni ampa yes anche
anyway
so for
Mr. Igina Spinters wa
okay me nyina he runabout
wa me bati see menko kra me ba me yo fine na menko amana so nko ti adwuma yi tewumra 13 minutes after 9 honorable Yunus Afuseni Kaneta Male Central Mrasebejoni, we have him on the line. Ya monko makakra asem no a ope enchiremu no. Ya ni etiefo yina article 117 the immunity no. Ya ntwetwe ho nkomo kakra. Honorable Martin.
Me jo so na kom to say.
Nyame adom pacho na won so e.
Me ho ye.
Yo. The arrest anan mamika said the intended arrest of Honorable John Ntim for John akotwetwe constitution mu nsem bia bama eja ye aye ni mu mra yi de ye pɛ mu nkyirimu kakra particularly 117 no article 117 no a kasa for the immunity of MPs no anope de ye nkyirimu kakra bi say when is it applicable?
It's applicable to proceedings in parliament. And when an MP is going to parliament to attend proceedings or he's from the proceedings of parliament or when an MP is sitting in committee.
And
so it's connected with the proceedings of parliament.
Okay. So say yamfa say parliament parliamentarians are sitting wo mapon na parliamentarian bi enam kwanso kofie ana say parliament ewo recess yi enya applicable won.
Enya applicable onam kwan kofie of a parliament no kofie. He cannot be served with processes on the way. He cannot. And or parliament. He cannot. But say when you parliament, Juma, for instance, on a Saturday, on a day that parliament is not sitting, and our parliament is sitting, only parliament, the processes don't, the immunity doesn't apply to him.
And Honorable, in the light of Entremuya Udiame, Obi Baby say, was it then necessary, said the NIB, Ebetra Kwakoma speaker, with this knowledge, say, one, a idea MPs, one more sitting at the year, one bepon, Emma, obey exit the premises, Emma Banasanwa, Sebi, in court, or you're vulnerable, say, bet to me, Bisanwa, now you invite one, I say, security operatives bet to me engaging.
Yes, that's a very, very good question. In fact, there was a part of a question. In the system of checks and balances, separation of powers, no. Inherent in that system, the respect for the various institutions of government. So, legislature BNI no perform executive function. In the executive, it's important that while exercising with authority as an institution of state, you respect your boundaries and also give respect to the other institution. Inti na Ade Akye started here during the time of Michael Kwe. Okay, say Dana Budakwe, when he was being arrested, there was no letter to the speaker. Okay.
Okay.
Good. Okay, Chumasi Apia. When he was being arrested, there was no letter to the speaker. But after Dana Budakwe, many things happened, especially in the case of Muhammad Ayaraga. Many things happened. Say, how do we balance the requirement of representation? Because MPD, representing a constituency. How do we balance the requirement of representation with the requirement of an MP to answer for questions bordering on his activities? How do we balance it? And the flip side is, if we are not able to balance it carefully, you can have an overreaching, overarching activities of the executive, which will further weaken Parliament. How do we balance it? Into the Makokwe, Ocho letter, Ekoma judiciary. You remember, the judges are not part of the executive, and we can control them. The legislature cannot control them. So Ocho letter come almost say, they should only sit on the MP's case, and particularly Muhammad Ayaraga, the case, on days that Parliament is not sitting. So in the view of Makokwe, that was the way to balance the requirement of maintaining the integrity of Parliament and the representative duty of an MP and answering to questions in court of the activities of the MP. So again, that should point to you, sir, the immunity of a member of Parliament is not absolute. Let me tell you immediately. Inti Eba Sano, Parliament a developing convention. And so that in order not to reduce the dignity, aura, and sanctity of Parliament and members of Parliament, say Yebe Chi MPR, say investigative authorities in here MPR. Omunchoma speaker. Then every say MP no call investigative authorities no hoa. Anything can happen. Maybe there will be disrespect. There will be so. What should happen is that the investigative authority no hear such MPR. Omunchoma speaker and indicated they their own person inviting for discussion. Next speaker. Ever inform me MP and then also make available the chamber, the speaker's chambers, for the interrogation to occur. Then so everybody is going by it. It's a convention. In yet law, it's a convention.
Honorable.
Yes.
And indeed, sir, we are talking about speaker.
Yes.
Now, yente speaker response.
Yes.
Speaker so actually, I say, and yes, bia say your trouble renua otnaso. Before that to crown not 2 MPs. Speaker and Saka or Molete Amwa granted. And he watch say the crater bisa brenua or acted on it. And he said, and I be a truck command speaker now or Monty speaker and can. Would somebody be right to say the NIB aired going to the Honorable MP's house?
No, it depends on the circumstances. So you won't be wrong. If, for instance, the speaker to Koya, and there is a matter that requires agency, how will you be wrong? So it depends on the exigencies of the situation. So Parliament is not in session. Now MP no. There's a likelihood that over to coin because Parliament is not in session. And Parliament will come back after a month or so. And see, if the matter is of an urgent nature, do you have to wait until Parliament comes and the Speaker comes and then ask on your letter? So it depends on the exigencies of the situation. In this particular situation, I think what was required of the security establishment is that Omunkaji arrest warrant. Because arrest warrant no identity na mukochi what mo arresting nipa without an arrest warrant. That is when the person is in flight. Okay, so a movie sane pakono o movie nti so one person won't apply for an arrest warrant a bit ma ba say the person will evade arrest because of movie. So you can arrest without a warrant, but immediately you arrest without a warrant, you must send that person as quickly as possible to the nearest police station. So that is why you, one kasa, you have the power of arrest when a crime is committed before you. So when report to a police station, and I won't go court and go warrant over arrest and send that person to the nearest police station.
Okay,
now, every say Honorable Reverend and Tim Fojo, on your flight risk, on Johnny, with the name say, by MP, ne fee near, no constituency near. So, because on your flight risk, the best way out of the situation was for them to go and take a bench warrant. No, an arrest warrant to arrest him. Because arrest warrant, in the affidavit supporting the motion for an arrest warrant, I did the Emma to arrest him. And the judge will have the opportunity to assess affidavit evidence, to come to a conclusion whether to grant the arrest warrant or not.
Honorable, where they are away from Emramu in Semneka, many of the beliefs say Brebra Mama Nyama, Honorable Sosuna Miaba Bedru Baby Ayedri, because allegation here very, very, very wild kakra. For evidence, bra. Kawedian Kanyasim be say, oh, Diamiwoni, Nanka, Yamam Bedru Baby away.
Yes. Me, Nankasa, achieve my dream. Just trying to unravel and discover. I did the Emma in Tim, Honorable Reverend in Tim Fojo, Oka Assembly Okayano. So what was the purpose? What was the intention behind statements? No? What did he aim to achieve? The motive in the day. Because we are impunity. He has a duty to the state. The duty is to ensure that the security of our state is not compromised. And MPs bear a higher responsibility because yet to aba ayi almost omunko jina maye. And so if the security of the state is compromised, it is the security of his constituents which is compromised. And he has been elected to ensure that such a thing never happens. And they have a higher responsibility. And it's true imagine why after having that information, one, as ranking member of the Defense and Interior, over access to all the security agencies, the heads of the security agencies, over access, unfettered access. Because say parliamentary Democrats in Canada or a shadow minister of Interior. And so he has access. I don't think the one could book any of the heads of the security agencies. Amania said, this is what is happening. Because intelligence gathering is not done in the open. I've said it elsewhere. In 2019, let me be a member of parliament. Meeting in office in parliament. Let me now call from somewhere in this country. Obi catch him and say he suspected that terrorists were infiltrating. Now they were infiltrating to mine gold, and he believed that we know how to use the gold to go and fund their terrorist activities. In Kebeya, main country, the national security minister then Kandapa. My friend, when I received the information, my friend, the first call he didn't pick, but he called back. Then I told him, this is the information I have abstain. Because one or say see something, say something. Yes,
sir.
See something, say something. So my friend, I catch you know, a man a description of the area the omama no. And pa can the pa catch him say that information has already come to their attention and they are working on it. Or thank me ye say I didn't sit on the information. I didn't also exploit the information for political gain. I brought it to their attention. In Kenya this week in America, that 2019 man Kasa from that. Because and I believe there are many dutiful citizens of this country on more information. Now say cocaine buried under a tipper truck containing sand. Do you think that it was a random operation? No, I don't think it was a random operation. I think somebody got the information and passed it on to the relevant authorities. In Kasani Pakono, Okawa, okay, FMR, the tipper truck would have escaped. So intelligence information, you don't won't quadra. So that's why I've been wondering why the Reverend Tim Fojo was such irresponsible. Because when you say intelligence information that you don't go to town with it. You don't go to town with it. Unless of course your intention is different. Now, why go into the public with that intelligence? Intelligence they are war. And then we are asking you, the state is asking you, come and help us and rival the truth in this statement. What's it, David? And it doesn't make sense.
Okay,
that's why I've said elsewhere. I know him. He met me in Parliament in my last time in Parliament. That was when he came. So I know him. But I say that he bears fully and complete responsibility for what is happening in this country. He bears full and complete responsibility. Because as a member of Parliament, as a ranking member, he ought to have known. And he ought to have known better than what he did.
Honorable, will you be surprised to hear from the former vice president in a minority for slamming the president and the government? Say, Wamu use security agencies and as political tools to harass and intimidate the opposition and their opponent.
Again, so you see that we are going into politics, and it's a politics. Dr. Mahmoud Bongyenim said, yes, they handle security information. Dominic Nitwood on him said, yes, they handle security information. As a new market minority leader on him said, yes, they handle security information. But said the excessive partisanship in this country will be our undoing.
I see. Oh, no one pay, but that's what that you know, Brawaji, and
that's it.
Honorable Alhaji Inisa Fusini, Yankani Tamale Central Rasibajini, and Yanano Abon Komono, and I believe that now the Article 117 in Wadawo, and Mudawopa. I know. So for there's a Mwadawo, what does it seem quite? Eti Yantwaso. Twaso. And the major was meant as run about you. Namijina run about one to make careful me branch for Reverend in Tim for Johnny Fio. So on Sunday far side and what branch a fast na traffic and woman be at what told Jenny or Quano so. Eti Odo me bate, me pay my quack or jabba. Eti
TV ni akọ so ho no na beto dwa se kan Ghana mampani abedi akire ohim Franka edema MPP amanyokuro no ewo 2024 general elections na emu Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia wakọ na enra ni wakọ waka kire Ghana for se reverend hoye bibia boko unse nka obi wo ho no asania NIB for emrante no doso eduonu ya chese obi wo ho no a wadi adibia kata nanim unse de hu nanim na asefo no ti wobi wo ho anka no ho ba popopa anka obesuro ka ebi ade chie kura no ebi akosra na obakokra ma na aduane a mintimi ndi na asefo no ka ni Ghana mampani abedi akire so okosra reverend ho ye pa in high spirit just ensem no nkomo a wo die no wono kra na nani agye ewo ne tim na wonam sa kwanya wo som ka kire Ghana mampani excellency John Dramani Mahama se woni abambofo ne nkasa na sa etutura sam dabi ni omukoye hwehe ya wo mukoye ya wo mukoye ye hwehe Ghana hase ye de mrabata na edi ye adwuma woni pa no pese wo to nsa fra na wonim kwan no wonim direction no wonya afi no obi ba be ka kire wo na NIB ye ne wotumi yakọ ya ba bedwa enti nya minority na ekọ na wo de article no every NIB Frank ye ka say reverend edemu a wo ho metretua mfra ma fa no ho enti wei ayensem a na no pe no se wedi ho nkomo pi enya sem kuma daily guide obokrata wadi mu nsem wadi aba na high court wo kofodua no ewo poemantam en waka chance o ma do giri ma shebedwani se Frank anadom prekofie koda kodidi MP adwuma kwa na kwaye se yakoto aba December aboso ne dato sonsom ewo 2024 mu nipa wo gire mu eduma NDC amanyokro nsa abato ne de antene de sense wo hwe campaign na wo yeye ewo nsawom adrogira abato empesua so wo se tokro biemu na wonam na wo bodemro na wo ka ene yewuraje di mba wo beye dwumadenem wonu akra no Philbert wasi wo be dwuma wo be bono nyasem kuma endi adehia nto abamfama no na afi wogina ho no wotietie yisi nipa wo hwa abato no so na afi wo kenkan NDC amanyoko no enya dododo to do MPP enya papa tupa wan edi nkunima Frank anodom no so what now campaign am ye ni figures ya yisi di to just difference wom kwa bia so wanyi ntumtu kura asem no kopie mum ewo high court ya no wokofodua court ya kwani nkonyesie no wose na se miwa fume sa petition ya wode baye ensuo bia nyina mu anodom krache kona kwa wadwuma wate enkonya na wudi ye no ne kwa so ano no wo bia nchinchin wo bia ansa abato na ekoso no eye fenchem entisi ade wo hwe daily guide ya wade Frank anodom premfo ni dia ba tum se verdict ne ba wo stress de bia na ne se hosoro ena no pe daily guide obokrata no wade mu nsam ade wawie mento aso na beko papa o me view menko so obekwa dia
Everything for you to also their daily graphic the bokrata and no and am de eba na graphic the bokrata and watch up bokon sensem e dia bay na watch ese bokon sensem na sha ase enye no a chepa yi boko enfie bebre entis wo bu compassion e chia obetimi akasa bokon sensem no akra bebro ahasa e na mo ma hwe wo nkwa efi November 2021 e de bepim enne aye kasei na bokun sensem se wi ma mani pa hwe wo nkwa na eto nchen a enya insunsanso e wo mu so empuntuo FM afei sikasem FM omaka echi na wo hwe nnokwa kese ne nketu a wo madwane asese wo mukuku ne wo nsaka afi boko a wo manwe adwuma wo ho a enya anu binie ankonkrom ye nyumaifo am ye aban nyumaifo ebi ti se akyerɛkyerɛfo ebi ti se anesefo aye postu wo so wo nkoye adwuma e boko a wo mu dwane mu na mu mika se wo mu entra wo no bebere esan se boko no asomdwie e di asomdwie ebi ni wo graphics is a wo hye boko kro beti maka se ya dane amanfo so hey omanfo dodo na adwane ama boko no aye amanfo so anesa se nso nsamampo esan se eho enyo nanu ya de abeka boko achi nanu kwade ya maburu bi ko apai omni Ghana Police Service asesa aboso amekọ wi asie enipa baako etinananom won sie do afofo 9 ɛna etuo akeka wɔ mo ama wɔ mo eprepra wɔtie ma ɔsi mmaburu bi ɛsi adwadifo mma bi eko edwa bi mu akɔdi ɔmo dwuma na ɔmo mo kwan nɛ ɔkyena nso ka ho ɛma ɔmo nko edwa mu enkodi dwa ɛnu ɛna apolisifoɔ baa mu sɛ ɔmo kɔpata mmabunu na nka adwadifo mma no nya kwan akɔdi ɔmo dwa ekɔ wi aseɛ no ɛnti aseɛ anyɛ adwuma kiti no mu no ɛna ombabunu baako atɔ ɛna ɔmo sɛ ɛne apolisifoɔ mu nyina yie na deɛ ɛbɛ wɔ mu ɔmo twa egya ɛde to apolisifoɔ wɔn ofi residence a ɛwɔ hɔ emu ɔmo ahye no kaa ɔmo ahye no ties a yɛhyehyɛ nneɛma basa ɛyɛ yama police checkpoint kura wɔ bɔkɔ ɛno nso ɔmo sɛɛ no enti na kyerɛ sɛ bɔkɔ deɛ yɛ graphic ɛtwe adwuma si soɔ no ɛnyɛ nnɛ ɛna hyɛ aseɛ yɛnim da egya no ebedum bɔkɔ da so ayɛ bɔkɔ ɛde bɛpem na anu kwa da ya esan sɛ deɛ kɔɔ so wɔn ɛnyɛ enti IGP ɛne ne mpanyinfoɔ ɛsoma ɛdɔm ɛma ɔmo kɔɛ so ɔmo mfa ɔmo aso nkɔtoto fam yi na asɛm no tɔ fam koraa ɛntɛm so ɔmo na so ɛnte sɛ de bɛyɛ a bambɔ ho nsɛm no obɛniem ɛwɔ bɔkɔ ɛne ne mpɔtam graphic ɛna de story aba abɛto edwa de ɔbɔkrata no animu ɛne kratafa ɛtɔ so mmiɛnsa metro so ɛwɔ de ɔbɔkrata no emu amehwɛ story ɛwɔ kratafa ɛtɔ so edu baako ɛwɔ graphic de ɔbɔkrata no emu ɔsoafo hwɛ Ghana enwumasua ho nsɛm ɛso ɛyɛ ɔno abohayi na idriso ɔno asan yɛ mmarahyɛ badwani ɛmatamale south adehye na ɔne conference of education for Charles for ekɔhyiae conference of heads of assisted secondary schools Charles for ehyiae wɔ meeting ase ɛwɔ sunwan ɛna ɔne ɔmo bɔ nkɔmɔ ɛna wɔbɛka sɛ si yɛ dress kɔ akɔ Ghana enwumasua ho nsɛm a ɛnneɛma bi di ɛka paa na educational sector na enwumasua ɛfa no ehia nneɛma bebree enkonwa nie tables nie books nie ɛdeɛn sika nie classrooms nie bia akyerɛkyerɛfoɔ de ɔmo ti bɛto nie yɛba educational sector na ɛkɔm de ɔmo hia nneɛma paa na wɔsɛ sɛ nneɛma yɛabobɔ so nyina yɛ na kakra metimi abobɔ so no ɛbɛyɛ mua ɛwɔ Ghana enwumasua fam a sika $2.5 billion ɛna yɛhia efi afi 2025 yi ɛde kɔpem 2028 ansana enwumasua kadeɛ ho kɔma ɛde Ghana enwumasua no yɛtuma yi ne nyinaa afi hɔ sɛ ɔman anya saa deɛ a ɛne enwumasua ho sukɔm ɛne akadeɛ ɛbɛma adekyerɛ ne adesua ayɛ akɔnɔ no ɛbɛde Ghana akyɛ yie na ɔno bo aru na dusu kasa na ɔsɛ abandada na ɛyɛ NPP aban no ewom ɔde free SHS ɛbae nanso na NPP abandada no refi sɛ ɔde free SHS na aba no ɛbɛma nkoda no dodoɔ akɔ soro akyen deɛ na ɛwɔ dada no enti ɔbɛboaboa no ho asie ama wɔn dodoɔ no akadeɛ bi a wɔn hia no wɔn nsa tumi aka ɛno deɛ aban no amfa nkɔ adwendwem enti wɔntumi ɛnu ho nanka wo so otumi nya akadeɛ a ɛbɛboa ama kyesɛ nka saa double track system no kora no afi hɔ ɛnso ɛno no wɔntumi amfa kɔtɔ anyɛ nkwan enti ɔno abo ayi na adu so ɛde ato Ghana Education Trust Fund ɛyɛ great fund for ɔmo sɛ wɔn ne Charles for nhyia na wɔn ɛntoato adwen ɛmfa hyehyɛ mapa enwu akwan mu sɛ de bɛyɛ a akadeɛ a wɔn bɛyia no wɔn nsa betumi aka deɛ hia enumenu yia no ɛde kakra wɔ hɔ a asɛsɛ agye nsɛmu ɛwɔ siesie no wɔn bɛhwɛ so mbetumi asiesie na atumi aboa na anya saa paa na sesese ya na bɛkɔ no deɛ a ɛne Ghana yɛnwumasua ho nsɛm no akadeɛ FM no ɛkɔm deɛ a $2.5 billion ɛna yɛhia ansa na yɛtumi ɛde yɛ dwuma a yɛhia nyinaa ɛwɔ nwumasua FM efiti afi 2025 ɛde kɔpem 2028 metro so wɔ graphic de obokrata no akyiri asɛyi National Road Safety Authority ɛna ɛka sɛyi wɔn mo kyerɛ sɛ efiti afrasɛ 2024 January ɛde bɛpem December afi no emu no nkwanhyia deɛ ebi sisi yɛ nkwanhyia a esisi yɛ no na kyerɛ sɛ ɛboro apem ɛne ahasa ɛna afrasɛ nko a esisi yɛ na ɔsi nkwanhyia 13,489 ɛna December ɛde bɛpem January de bɛpem December 2024 no National Road Safety Authority wɔn report ye na ye bubu nkwanhyia mu tɔtɔtɔtɔ dia ɛnye akra ɛtɔye wɔn mu ye ɛyɛ 2494 wɔn mu propraye ɛyɛ 15607 ɛna ahyɛn ɛyɛ ankrankre afɛ trɔtrɔ motorbike ɛne deɛ ɛkeka ho no na kyese ɛyɛ twoo ɛnyɛ asɛm ketewa koraa enti nkwanhyia deɛ ebisi paa na wɔn kyerɛ mu a emu fa kɛseɛ na yɛka no borɔfo human error na kyese nipa mfomsoɔ ɛna kɔfa baayɛ bebree na kyese obi nam kwan ho ɔnka bi nhyia mu pɛw aka na bɔ na hwɛ ɛno deɛ nyame adom wɔ sɛ no koraa no ɛso te kakra efi 2395 ai ɛno ne yɛ 2024 figures no ɛna 2023 na ɛyɛ 2559 enti na ɔse ɛso te kakra ɛwɔ 2024 emu no enti nkwanhyia no deɛ bebia ebi ɛkɔ so awerɛho papa enti wufa graphic democrat na ba kyerɛ ha wabubu mu tɔtɔ ɛde aba first quarter afi ya hyɛseɛ abosome mmiɛnsa edi nkan koraa no cars 6143 afi ya hyɛseɛ koraa o abosome mmiɛnsa edi nkan no cars 6143 ɛna ɛnya nkwanhyia asa wo de toto afa sɛ deɛ mu a na 3674 na kyese kwa ɛna ɛkɔ nanim adɔbo akɔsoro paa a kyese wo mu adi ababeto edwa graphic aboyamane
na ma fi akyerɛ yɛbɛdo ase wɔ nkyerɛmu yi mu na yɛbɛkɔ bɔko yɛbɛkɔ bɔko
sɔfo yɛsɛ market o
yɛnkɔmra wate yɛnsɛm kyerɛ ni yɛma no bɔfo a wɔbɔko ɛyɛ Abdullahi Abdul Kadir. Abdullahi, good morning.
Good morning.
That is it. Hey, me ti de debi we tire still no enjo sa o.
Because of security issue, baby, I know me highway so. Local highway.
All right. So before we go into details, Krana, how is the situation this morning?
Okay, so after the curfew this morning, people are out for their business, and the place is calm now. There's no disturb or tension for now, but only that we will know what will happen in the next hours or minutes. But for now, everything is cool.
And then the IGP and the Bambo Mumpenu for our more police at Juno Kuno Abaho Baba Bois Amabia the visibility at the same.
And I quoted IGP or Baba region and this morning only regional security council Ebetna and Sana Bawku town to pay a visit to the permanent chief of the Kusa traditional area. Then from there, Obeko Ako inspected the damage of the divisional police commander residence, which were burned by some angry youth in Bawku here, and some other residents, including the Bawku Central MP, Muhammad Yaga, and that of Pusiga MP, Haja Ladi. Onusuni fi nane omuji jatum, but they tried, but unfortunately they could not succeed in a way, but portions of the houses were being burnt. Yes, so this is the itinerary, and then you also pay a visit to the disease. The one person who was killed was shot killed by the security, and some who were also injured. We will be expecting that by the course of the day, according to the itinerary, he will visit the families and also communicate with them before maybe leave for Accra.
With regards to the Honorable Mama Yaga Fee and ACP Fee, no, I was saying, and you be out here, now, what was it,
Oh, say, as some no crown, or dear, some na I say, I want to because you pan or media or Kusatime, Anna, Oman, Kasana, Omusa, a quaco, a Koshifi, now say a problem. Anna Ladi, Suaja Ladi, thank you for putting almost a Kusatime. Na say Kobasa, Anna, Obiati, Anna, I am confused because Nipano from the one they are with you people together. Anytime there's police and security confusion with regard to the residents, we always condemn the attacks on the residents or the civilians. But Nipa 2-3 days now he came out with another condemnation letter why the security were having issue with the civilians. And that very day they went to attack and burn his house, which is something that people don't understand. But to see Aminu Kasa, who free Zabila Bawku, police barriers now or police in Nibiano, about 5 police barriers no Biano, or more Pamo Munina, ICC or more police post Nina. Into free Bawku, Zabila Binduri to Bawku town. Who police in Nibia or police post. Or more post Nina or Mundija to Mashina.
Na Abdullahi, Jayakin come on newspapers, is it true? So this time around, a market in the coffee, Jokoibai.
Okay, so one say, as some say they acquire no, but because of Mpokwanitino, Anna Omuchi Johnny, Kusasi for the Anna Mampusi for Edo. Now, quite said, they be a Mampusi for no job no one. And yet be no bet mania no ho. A leader be a Dianini Sanima no man, Omunyano. So they have to cross to the other people's side to trade. And because of that, they need security escorts, protection before they could cross to the other side. And see, Sadana or Mokono, now police for escorts home. Into Mukako, Rajumona, Mbranton, so they do Mumpins, say, Omudi, Mumpins for Ebel. So that was the cause of the fight.
As a Yamama and Tokwa a Bawku, a Mayatino. A Jum can be a predominant power. And Abdullah and Tessa.
If I don't say,
Nami make us say, and Tokwa is Robocono. I had their shots, you know. A drum, Yatatipa, a drum being the cause of Ntokwa Siwono, a yard Dawson. Is that not the case?
We know and just the June market now, it is about the town. That is the main issue. It is about the town. Who owns the town? You see, that is the main cause of the conflict now. Who owns the town? Is it the Mampusis or the Kusasi? So it's the custodian, the owner of the land, and the chieftains. So that is the issue now. So the two factions all are claiming to be owner of the place. So that is the issue. Once they are fighting over the town, it means that they should also fight over certain other privileges or properties within the town. So the bigger market where you could access all other goods and services is where the Kusasis are located. And the other side, where they are, they don't have access to the bigger market. So sometimes they lack other goods and services. They need to cross to the other side.
I see.
So it is not just about the market, it is about the owner of the land and the chieftaincy itself. So once you own the land, it means you own the market. Yes.
Anope obi a woni boko. Se wu twa won fonini atre no a obeka say our people going about their normal duties as so ni ehu bi ani akire.
Baby a major to say no highway no so Bawku town. That is the heart of the town. Baby a station ni business ni bibia community. And you cannot have
absolutely, let me say, peaceful and seeing business booming as usual. But because of that, some other persons decide not to come. But some are also going about their daily businesses. But since daybreak, I have not seen school children. I didn't see a child in a uniform going to school. I don't know it is because of where I am, but since I did some movement, I didn't sight a single child in a school uniform. And then I didn't know whether school is in closure or not. But I have not sighted even a single person in a uniform. But normal business, we take it that yes, people are going about their daily business.
Beyond the majority leader, the FIA, any ACP, the FIA, Yasino. Asia, we are yet to know now. Nanami bisa said so far, the Yatin say majority leader. Mahama Yaragani FIA, na FIA, ACP, FIA, and a Jatum, Ama Asia. Beyond him, inform you, Nufia, Yan and TSA, Jatum Asiano. A business obium, distractions, Biakoswa. Yes, we are yet to know now.
First, we can say, according to police IGP coming, he will be visiting the residence of the divisional police commander Fima, and some other residents or houses that the police officers were rented in as tenants. Okay. Some of those houses were also spent in some ways. So it is not about one, it is not about two, but some other houses, which for now we don't have the number as to whether it is 5 houses, 4, but we hope to see by the close of the day, after the visitation of the IGP, we will have the total number of houses and properties that were being damaged by the youth.
And then human casualties. Abdullah.
Yes, sir.
Na me bisa say nipa bi ho akeka.
Nipa Bawku and that was the day before yesterday. And some other persons, according to the information I after this morning, Nipa 5 were injured. But some of our colleague media also reported 2. Some also reported 7. But as this morning, my information shows that they are 5, and they are currently at the hospital for medical attention. So Nipa Bawku and 5 were injured.
Right. Abdullah, my young Faunsiana did in some nechi. The premier Bessan Sababim for Adite. Abdullah Abdul Kadir, a reporter, originating from Bawku, na Wakwa Kujina Highway Niso. Anti Yatumina Kasakama. Na Regnant Properties and Investment Limited. Regnant Properties and Investment Limited. As I said, the Ubenya said what were free, the right source. A wana sebi or how near mania be any oda obeda was sumbejo. Obiato assassin. One more than assassin on to mean sumpo. Enco inspect. Obiato assassin one more than assassin. On to me and find one trip or cranko guso. What on assassin or chiaka. Nando so on to me for liberation co. Emo Munkucha Foundation job blocks. Adanya. Nano I no yes we so. Nka running away nobody to no do nwane a. Nka say nke ye ne barrier service. Esi da na wuti sika kwoto ade a wo ho betire wachire. Wa bra sa ade na wo kwoto no ye wadwumaku a okọ aban krata mu a aban age wo matum. Obi anto wo mo asase mma meka se wanya ekire e hawda. Nkobo ba ye kura nka ye miye pono ma wo mo. Regnant Properties and Investment Limited. Asase dia woto a 1. One litigation manso twe. Asase manso etunkwanta mapai. One langas tunkwanta mapai. Ena me de wo kwa infie me de wo kwa court da bi. Ragnar Properties and Investment Limited.
Okay,
That's no. Eda baby ye. Abi bi anke won krata asem yina ye ready. Go mu apoten. So we free Winneba Highway. Kwa just 6 minutes. And Akraman. I want to so just 5 minutes. Nina ye 25,000. But at 5,000 you free so many say you got 20,000. 20,000 brana beto. So wafa kaswa Winneba kwano so nansen. Oja contractor na ye kwan no. Unya ye wi na say demonstrate. Hayai. Awasa asem so kwa akopɛ bia anhwe a ebo ebebɔ no. Obeka se nkrofo trimu oden. Nye nkrofo trimu na eden. Eda fom tim. Wankoto. Asase 20,000. Yo. Ya ne niabre pese osini dan. Ewo baby pa. Eben kwa ho. Efe Ragnar Properties and Investment Limited. Na 10 customers are asasi mu betotua ka tim 20,000 cash down no. Yabemu bia 5 bags of cement. 5 bags of cement. Sefacha blocks. We are first can first serve. Untumi ntia ni na bum so a. Obetumi atua 50%. Utua 50% a de opese odi asase ni ebi obetumi ahase de aye. Ni ama obrama 50% na aka no. Wetua ne kakrakra. Chachiche mu so kama ekwan de dem. Tiase estate no na osarefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah pese osie nu a ya no tu no no. Sa estate plan na ya ne kama. Police station sia, hospital, school bibia. Ena kania ni so de wo dada. Tu ko na se wo sha se si udan kra no a wo hia sa afi na me kotwe light wo. Wa da bi ewa. Wo kwada ne memene da bia no. Obi bi opese okohwe asase no na o kire bebi opam yetwama no no. Ekwanda ho. Tie nu asei. Nene nansan de nkrofo ko. Nyame adoma wo kina memene da yi. Fred Ragnar Properties na 8 a.m. Beka dodo a yedo amokwa asase no so no na so kotwusu ode. Ragnar Properties e wakaso Akwele after New Market no a your number is 0549 54 45 10 0549 54 45 10 and 0540 46 1276 0540 46 1276. Ragnar Properties and your property, our priority. A minute to 10. Madam Roma, a telephone yasha for your Gia Boy from Cratra 2. Ye buy ye bet was.
Okay, FM 101.7.
Best Point Savings and Loans sika krabia wo mugina wo na so pampe na awieye mreyi mu a wo hwe ya na sika krabia bi ede asokwaada na wachinchin nti ene sese wunya sika krabia bi ti se Best Point Savings and Loans omuda so a eya adwumaden atoto sika sem amano awie peye na enhihye pa wo mo ewo mo customers ye eye bocho na foforo kra wo mo ede aba montin eye Best Mobile Banking na chese bank no na wo ye no phone no so no enu nti se si ade se yesa line tintinti anase wo se wadachi e wo sika krabia hodi eni obio na eni kasem akon eka ho ne se wo betumi asend sika asan agi sika e wo phone so wo betumi asan atua wo bills ebi etise DSTV Go TV Star Times Empo electricity bill any water bills nyina no wo betumi atua afi wo phone no so wa bra wo ti baabi edwojo na wo mpehwe ede na wo be eni nti ye ya me say ubebue account e wo Best Point Savings and Loans na wo ria na wa dial *277# na wo demokra wa hwe bank na ye fofofo sanu Best Point Savings and Loans ya makofa Best Mobile Banking aba Jimmy so say wo phone ni usika suni
point savings and loans. Best point savings and loans. Your dream, our business.
Auntie can cook.
Dado. What is spices? Dado. You do dear feeling.
Indeed, the dynamic ground. But Dado spices here again is the same. Nanya good taste. If we say yeah, the natural spices and I yeah, gonna hey I mean, you want all-purpose stew, noodles, curry, and nutmeg, and a jollof. Dado spices. Taste yummy, taste lemon. Dado spices. Taste gains. Ade Akye Abia.
Oh, correct, sir. I take a woman. Marimedro dilemma capsules ya wonu me die. Boy ye. Ahode na wonya ne sa no. Wo delay adwuma no so papa. Na wo che. Na wo ye ni ye pa. Dilemma capsules. I don't know. Aba me sisi me ko to dwuma ye den. I can see. Na local mixture ene the capsules a. E ma ne marima nyina no bie mu. Me no bie no me do. Wo ho me say. Me hu se wa hifie ho ayefe neat pa. Enti na wo ko she wo a wo delay sa. Local mixture and the capsules means so a feature chromo yaw biem mura so wo be delay kra no means no be ma na wo baby a wo be hu dia wo mpe ana wo beti yaw bi e wo ho ba bia no for local mixture esia no yare bi te se gonorrhea white syphilis and the keka ho no wo bia woni ntime nyi da entima local mixture and the capsules e mayi fru e wo heba and pharmacies na mu dodo afre 0242 133 577
Ana 0248-619-999.
Local mixture and the capsules. And what's that there? In kind.
Kwame, me ya omuawo. Me ba panyin kane no oni made pa. Na so na se bua no obon. Me dwene ho amenti ase.
Na so we dey simple kra. Fanuko White Stone Dental and Eye Care. Na yen checking anima no.
Oh, jai samani abrewate. Me ba bona me ka asma chwas me Fanuko Eye Care Clinic.
Na wonnim se enkwada bi wono mo a. Wo de sua enkoyie nyina no efi wani. Akwada bi wo a abra teacher ni kira de no. Won hu ade ni yi. So wo tie anima na so wo tie akire. E ba ne sa. Fanubra White Stone Dental and Eye Care. Ni yen hwehwemu fa na ni no. Oha bia entam se bewe ni esia no ama no.
Ayampa o. Na sekro ni yade no eba emonka ye. Wa adweye o se bibia ye fine. Wo be kwa na bibia ka ekina wani sei. Na sekro masate se wono momoja broso na esi che yade no. Aye na momoni yade pa.
Sabe pepe. Onipa bia kra no afimu wan kwa check up e wani ho kra no. Enye mpre no. White Stone Dental and Eye Clinic say fa wono wabusu nyina. Ebra ni enye hwehwemu emfa mani ene mo se ho ohaw bia no ye behwe ni esia no e de amamo ye wo abafu mfidie ultra modern diagnostic machines ahodo a ye de ye san hwehmu no ye dwuma efo so de wani wote enti ba ye beje o fel so White Stone Dental and Eye Care e wo East Legon ye be MTN office kese no free wo 024-225-1983 and 024-045-2992 White Stone Dental and Eye Care. Wendy Anokania.
Okay, then. 101.7.
Already was a phone non do about pounds man 4 minutes after 10. Yeah, that's it in Kunyaso, Ade Akye Abia on OK 101.7 FM. I'm a fiatre.
Kwame.
Where you see me?
Oh, me gusua yi mi sim, gusua twa manum. HF Gross for Adaroma. Everade nam se mede.
Body ni biom na me.
HF Grills.
Grills. Ah, what kind of gloves? You know, me just.
Me can say.
Me gloves.
Orasa mi wenchi. Woni Humble Farm Grills. HF Grills. In my phone nyina. Ye machia no pay. Na Ade Akye Abia twi no ye da mo ase enam na de sei
en number na bae no
ewurade akokwa kakra
na adanko
na teki kakra
adanko nka
ko do adanko
ye teki no ya sa adanko na mre
ya mre mutum kama na de yie
emtem nya ni sisi achi
ekoyie na wo we no
do you know where you mam ni sisi
achi etre kama
yeah.
Mini American food HF Grills amount. Who your party? And now by your fro. Settings kakra bi ba. And I'm for no mu trashia. Office mu oda bibi kakra pamonum. ha nkra sa yeden enadaje ni ho adwuma busu je say ye pressure gidigidi ya kwa ye be e say didi nsu didi good ko HF Grills omo be show na wo twonum kama HF Grills de enam ho adwuma na yeye e wo ho HF Grills farms nti am kan Humble Farms Grills nti ye twa ni short ani aka HF Grills enti adankono yen ya ne yen enankono wo mo fe kutukutu akona kro koko a kama ndidi ye ejina ho ahun say yes kro koko ne jina ho yi enkoko manketo akwel eno nso ye bi fe enti sa wo ba na wo be kire yen say me kodo adanku enam ana me kodo kro koko nam ana mpenkoko manketo akwel ana catfish adwunia na wa kire yen fresh ya chino ne eku ne ya toto no kama ne de amawo omo na medo evrade enye dendenden ana na kwa America no moto kama ne dawonuma anuncio tedede ana pa kru no ya hwi akoko nam ena afi kokoko with jollof HF Grills omo services ye kama wunjumi nko enye problem ye delivery babia wo bia ye be sortel fe Tantra Hills and HF Grills ewo 0277 604 858 0277 604 858 and I'm no bo anyadin ukita 100 cedis ana dear brosa ekwa a confirmo koko akuko catfish show yope bia ye be sortel edeyi ko na admi 2 ebebro mi
ya domase
pa
Humble Farms ya domase pa Friday bia no mo ba ho
ai nyame yadma Friday bia mo ba
na Friday bia ana Friday nko a
ada na den
na Friday nko a
anka penda be
se Monday e beg when days you beg
papa what allegation bi na back up person here
na Friday nko a mom ya
Fridays
and na
Friday be a guy and namnti ya bra we invite you ya bra makanche no uni how makanche
ya da no pa
ai umma yefufu ai ni enfanyinem makanche no
next week obe odifufu na beba
makami bia me si fufu mfam body ampesi e bitimi fam mutu bitimi fam abenku afam na kenke so fam kenke so afam dada
jollof afam
what the producer
ose dey
oso de entene nke aduane atem father to from akati ye ni so na dan ye nam ye what do ana ko aba say paper review na amonya ne na mo de adane ye nam ye no oja bana sa oba o gaza o bana metredi oja na wo no on carry so no carry
oja silence bi o hono ma se ni fa na kasa
ababa wo se o de no wa batiri be bia ye so e kun no he sa
wa ya no wo life
ya mo so na wusu anu ayan kwa
Ewusia daily guide obokrata mu na mijine na krata fa to so biensa na wodi nsemfo hodo wodi etujam kani wosoafo ya wo hwe education wonsam so my Ghana mu wasanso ya muase bedwani ya wogina hode ma de hia wo wobosom twe abatom pese so no ewo asante mantam doctor yawo osai educhum ababeto just with nani achem wedum kumase wo koya dedifo na no fia ababeto just with nyoma hye no wani nyina akwa akoso abonu na wo kwar wo kire se wontimi nkonsa pinti wo kura ne nsam 100,000 Ghana cedis wo wien wo sansu kura cement 200 bucks wo demu omusane be yedwanom wo betimi asansu asie na doctor Duchum wo so ne nkasa asem ya wo kan se wo de yakonsam shedensam en wo de ko de ma dwedifo no wasi fiade bi etwem kwani ekosu jabrane no wanu ankasa ampi wate wa hwede na so wo bonani ana nisuo wo su baba besa se enafum enye easy enye joke sa se wasori pa bese 7 years munie ebi die 20 years aye adwuma aboabo sika wo hye ase kra na bia eye bodwa nanso nyankopon adoma dama wa ne nkakra besi nei e ma kye se ukodwom hodo a shop se hodo do so pa nya asem kuma na se da ko pejabrani jabrantam etimi etoma ne hye grebu ene grebe dia no wo kire se eye ade bia ha adwene ne dia wo kan se wanim se wo hye abrabo ase no ya na edendie nanso nyankopon nankasa encheche wo mu via na pain daily guide obokrata no wodi mu nsem wodi atudwa na so fonze ena no na ebeto dwase petition yensa akodi Ghana man penny excellence John Dramani Mamansem petition na manfo tikrom ha bisana hwam na etro petition no abrantie nsentwani okatachi efri fa mensa wani etro petition no aba na okay nkan petition na ho wani ade bai na ba ko minim sa mensre dia but ensem petition ye dikan efi eku a wofra ho Shining Stars of Ghana wamu tro no February bosomem ne de atoso bi 9 2023 ya won sama wodi tudwo nyina na sem wamu kra kire Ghana man pani se won tuna de so adani a wamu say brana Ghana man pani dada na abedan kwa kufado wati akonya kese so se man pani no Chief Justice Atwene bua sefa captation grand penny bi esi official sheet so trouble for tintin judges bese num en wode koma mampani dada se wanye na safo yina won promote women enkopie mu ewo Supreme Court enti saade no ekuo ne kire se wo man Ghana mra article 144 of the 1992 constitution etia enu antin wo mu gina so asresa mampani won hwe na Chief Justice won to na de so na yenhwe second petitioner na so for second petitioner no a senior police officer was also ye will be a wabene akwadare ewo amramu lawyer name na wo kire so okopie mu awo Supreme Court wa na eja asemi ekoso na kwanya Chief Justice de ne fa so seni osika sa nanim basa se wenye nipa afi no waye buhase nkontomre hugya so wase wani na nini ye Bawku sei enti wano no weye enti ene wo gina so Chief Justice na abuse in office ene afi kwaya so wani ne kasa waka no asema menu tush kasa ne sha no shododo ye nya ade sa we Chief Justice di lame na misumi nimi lame wase beza da hwemi no die na wogina ne na so ase suba ma me ne da ne di no sebio na enyefe enti eno na wono lawyer ni ejina so a petition man peni se wontu na die so na 10 person ne dia wode to dwan wono eye Ghana ni wono se kodu a wode bo ma me no eye aduonu baako wase ma me ada suba bia enye papa edi yakasi obi ye incompetent capital incompetent ya ewo krom hase wo hwehwe nipa na wo hia Chief Justice ya toko nu asan woti ewo mu wa enti eno ho no wo gina Bawku a wo mu kura ne se wo tu kwan akontro na wo tu no enye Ghana dia se bia wo kwadia ma oman no wo tu kwan 2023 se akontro ni kunu ka ho ena ne baba ka ho sika wo de wonsa bomu ede koyem eye 261,890 Ghana cedis 90 Ghana cedis was it sasi kanon eye we my Ghana dia ana official ne trip na wo koyem per diem eye $30,000 ni bi enti maame no one we say we capital incompetent esi nchenya we my Ghana sika kire say wonu po de instances na ye ka ho asem petitioner na to ne bu ase akireke mu eduonu Bawku ni nyina wode aba daily guide obokrata no mu ya wunye bi sha ebusia wato ne bu ase akireke mu wase second one ni say wotu kwan 2023 yes sika was say no ni kunu ko Tanzania 75,580 Ghana cedis nukru ne tu kwan enu se besi ne woka se wo mu nkonta ase sebe mu ma waso dan no wo mu ntimi enchirechire mu enu se akontro ni se sika wo mo se no eye $14,000 enti shafo ehwo asem ena de bokrata wode abanti mu a na mu bisa kosa se Chief Justice petition dey na woman no enipa miensa no wo mo nsem ni ba ko ye lawyer nim wo se chief justice atiatia no dodo wo court na se wo mo ye lawyer ni na sema ba court na wo bedie na wo tiatia ne sa de enye fe abuse of office ena ni odika ne de wo se wo susu ma mampani dada se judges enum yem promote woman enko piem wo Supreme Court Article 144 of the 1992 Constitution enu etia. Third petitioner there so for na maka kire no instances ahodo abobo so a watch sesikadie bi afa ne nsase no ma me no wo capital incompetent person into the brand nsem fata no ehwo asem delegate obokrata yi wadi ababa tudwa so for me to
yes madam
you Bawku wa ha ne se bokon sensem e wetifi apoye mantamo em se wedi hu nkomo dada na minister no kra na se majority dey decide nkrata payment ne so a wase ne yakoso ni na woni ho maache enti wani anamo kasa wo smo bi wodwom no wase wapamocha wasram ada ha wonim hwe efa ho na ne yakoba nyina ne se si ade abushia de wani chemum ha wo Bawku ya no wetifi apoye mantamo a sa mentim wase kase atwe ne tintinem nipa Bawku abushia gone too soon and ya tra Ade Abia nenim delegate obokrata ne ekira se nipa mienu de wo mo prepra anu ade ne pa scaffold de si ye enanu kuada na wo mo chem se mebunu ye wo kusasi ena wo mo ayen centrofo hyiemu wo mo tutu bi amane Ghana mampeni John Dramani Mahama se wo mo kai pa se bra na mampeni what your position wo ye campaign wo man Ghana ni nchoso ni nsha se mo no wo mampeni di assembly di tudwa kire se wo se Bawku nsensem se kwaba ne se MPP ena teso ojamom oyene jejai etu edima yawo edima kun edima to edima pra ejapade ase atama ase ena sefo no eno ye bra MPP teso eba ne se nyame ya adum na Ghana foto aba edema NDC aba na NDC aba betina so bon se bebi adwo from kire se won timpo se eko atiem na nso mebu ne kira sem saa boshe kese we ya mampani sha wo no wo betna so wo nse de hunu sem wo ye dwuma bi kura beka se bia mampani ashase a wo tu anamon sem ye beya wo betimi atom enti press conference na wo mo fra ne ekoba no no na nu kwada de esewani sisi ye ka kire wo saa hinsem manhwe ya danti entokwa esi ye dwom e ma kire se e ma kura de ne mofra na ye mmobo ankasa eja na wo mo twa ya no wo mo kire majority leader ewo magana mo asebe fie ne ho bon asem no mu de papa na ba na to so wan she dan ye hwehwe papa bia ma ye hu se asomdwe ne bebo se mo enti wo no the first person wo mu ko de fie ko twe jade to mum ye wa Mahama ya ga ye kase wo ni Ghana ya suma no ya wo management ana wo koyem divisional police commander ACP Adamu Seidu wo mu fi majority leader fie no and wo mu ko commander fie also the same thing and wo mu ko twe ja editumum na so ni nyina mu na abeto dwa se de obokrata na ka a chechem sem majority leader wa shabo sem yetie bia no NDC aban ba ye dwumadenem sem ye ba ya sa wo ye wa ya na atweniti no ni nyina esobetimi etwa ena no pay daily guide obokrata no wadi emunsam wadi atudwa na wuye no sinche na afi wo hwa asia sei e wo kratafa toso ensia na sisi ade ke meyo kumasi meyo we bi a yeboni din yagina tonum aye Richard Ofori Ajimabodi na ye nua ba mai ana wakasa wo kirem se wano no de wetietie nsem ahodo akoso okrom ha se ne Ghana fo koba ne se ye yi opani bi ne edidi brekese bi hye ne nsam a we bitimi ka wei ahantan je ahomaso kokotako ye ka hwe kire na wontie nipa we de wonfa boga nye swan wano Richard Ofori Ajimabodi wase waka bantu ade sa John the Baptist bra na ne yemhwie se asem bi asante hene wotumfo wo se tutu yotoso mienu wo beka kire afutuo bi obeka bia no wase obeka yesamasa wo de beye adwuma ne botaye kese pesi ne nim so ene se kumasi asante mantem ebetimi afa ne ntuma pade afra we ye kanisa se ya na eye empuntuo ho nsem project ahodo betimi akoso akwantempo wa kanem na tete na pro na pansam ni betimi esiesie eba na ayawsabia won betimi enye bi enti wano de akira se wo hwe abato na ekoso ewo Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly na members no eye eduonum ensia yes nkwa wonyaye 55 wompe wei ede na wope enti wa hyebo se ba waba no ne dibra nyo no nko na bedie na emum afoto bi asante ne de be ma no enu no obegina so se wade ye adwuma enna no pain daily guide obokrata na busua wade emunsa wade atodwa.
Thank you very much. Enu anya minister wati
so for mewie
ebre ne na so anka wie de anka wunwie na so time no.
Oh, okay. So for onya mehwe
me yo bibi why me
Wama me boss ba ko eno papo ofi ai Canada o tie no say asembe Ukraine obi sa dan na be me
ya pon wa ya za dem de be yo yen kan radio so.
Oh, okay. So why am I we ni mbrem why red
ewom pa
red ni mbrem
why ewom pa say
me judio na won pa ya witimi shoma me tons la bros la break no ma bi edi me judi asao ade nasa
best mobile banking best point savings and loans sika krabia best point savings and loans ekwan ye fa so kra wo sika ene kwan ya ye no di sika eso kita ho best mobile banking ene ne say wuni adaje wuni bre ti empese obesei kakra na akam se wodi usike baba beto account e best point savings and loans wa bra says Canada o MTN momo telecell cash ana airtel to go mu a obetumi awoso bebi owo bia bribia ato account e best point savings and loans num se kunkodon and one say but star 277 hash na say ya ebebe tire ni diso and then your friend prompt no follow the prompt a better kwanya o MTN momo telecell cash ni airtel to go money scale woso obetumi epia aba beto account mu na senenson say DSTV Go TV Start Times Box Office ECG any payment bi a wo pese wo make obi ose bi o pese wo tie bia no best mobile banking obetumi afaso etia mana yeye ohene wa se menye ni bibi after morning show yi baby e beko no aya na ehun konya se meiska wo bedwam ante se bi kura na odu obika wo hu obehun se se hye ho pese obetia so bia na we ya dia wodi ye show enti dia beto any baby e beko ebetia ske ina no best mobile banking na wodi etia obi hu sikam easy reliable and convenient. Shannon say best mobile banking ya best point savings and loans di aba no ye mfan ji sika mfiri ama no ne beware of fraudsters enka bo po mu nkyere mu bia na 0800 50 50 50 0800 50 50 50 me penimi enu na best mobile banking na wo phone ni osikenie Whitestone Eye Clinic wenu hia ye pa wenu hia ye because sebi eni no eni ni pedua na highlight eni ni pedua gbogbo ana ni pedua no kanea se ho batch mape na esumedu ni pedua no eni nti na ye kanfo de ama wo se ma na ye ntietia ewo Whitestone Eye Clinic obi se meni ase egusu apia bitumi pusa se roko dawadawa obi se meni ewia gba na ye mi wisi ma ye se dabudabu mi mitumi mpagya meni ade me hwe fom nko a obi se meni me da sori asa nansa benwene ntenten eguso problem we yina ne dia careful ni ho pa twentina ho the fact is ba na ekọ no entire se ye hwe enti bra Whitestone Eye Clinic na ye hwe woni mawo ye beye woni no test ocular examination refraction tonometry visual field test optical coherence tomography color vision testing ni na 590 Ghana cedis pe na bia wo share glasses You be kind space. Now the ashade odi ready ade. You were stylish.
Okay.
Glasses are stylish with durable frame, single vision lenses. Ekuta UV protection, any blue light blocking properties. 690 Ghana cedis a pay. Oshe space need the idea. They can still know the life. Why is Tony Clinic? Young person be check kwegu another baby di last so I set time unti. Your honor a appointment basis. Anti free. Na yembuku appointment 0242 251 983 0242 251 983. Akasima miensa na nondu aba paim. Here we go. Vision. Vision. Can you hear this song? If you hear this song, just it's on no time, my brother. We gone. Hey, you know, we are gone no more. We know we went down for no program best. No more. Then we see for countryside. Like John the Baptist, we are set on PF the wheel for best entertainment. What can happiness? Ade Akye Abia the best room. Adamu na masada jene bramunya emia jonjo ne Ghana ho. Everybody thank you for your views, your thoughts. So why you the hit man? By the time I'm going to better more. I'm sure pa. Ekuya Ghana das. Pese me yumo hinti me chinko so ya ho ma. The friend chief captain Field Marshal Ohenenana Kwame Amoh. On behalf of the production team, Maze Kwame Usi Odiomi. So when the good time comes, Jariara Fata Big Ashley. If you don't want to go see the people will start the riding. Or you know what by. Or you may feature by. If you don't see me, executive producers, Dr. Fada Dexter. Kennedy Asanto say yes, squad. If you don't see me, you will follow my jump. Vision. Vision. 2 5 1 983 0242 251 983 0242 251 983 0242 251 983 0242 251 983 0242 251 983 0242 251 983 0242 251 983 0242 251 983 0242 251 983 0242 251 983 0242 251 983 0242 251 983 0242 251 983 0242 251 983 0242 251 983 0242 251 983 0242 251 983 0242 251 983 0242 251 983 0242 251 983 0242 251 983 0242 251 983 0242 251 983 0242 251 983 0242 251 983 0242 251 983 0242 251 983 0242 251 983 0242 251 983 0242 251 983 0242 251 983 0242 251 983 0242 251 983 0242 251 983 0242 251 983 0242 251 983 0242 251 983 0242 251 983 0242 251 983 0242 251 983 0242 251 983 02